Hey y'all. What's up? Hey Rebecca. Miss Linda. Good evening everyone at work, but I'm listening whenever it starts. I know you here, baby. Hey Tab. Latte. Hey baby. Blue Love. Candy. What's up, y'all? Hey Ashley. Ashley, I got your screen recorded. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk about it later. But I'm gonna try to stay on track. This live gonna be a little bit of everywhere, y'all. I don't know where I'm going with it, but hey, but Ashley, I gotta play it. Hey Roz, hey Sparks, Rativia, Amber, hey Angela. I might start with it, cause baby, y'all been acting up today. I said y'all woke up on good bullshit. All y'all. Hey Sabrina. I am, babe. I'm enjoying my day. I didn't clean the house, wash the car. Hey, Ross, Melissa. Hey, Spicy Brown. Hey, Miss Gloria. What's up, Candy? Candy, if I forgot you, if I didn't say hey, that was not on purpose. Sabrina, I just had to cut the tips off of my I got a cat palm in my living room and I'm so scared. Miss Linda actually helped me walk me through repotting that when I first got it. Sparks, you get married? Congratulations. Hey Cree. Hey Sabby. Y'all better remember they are not like us. Hey, Dark and Lovely. You're welcome, Sparks. When's the date? Mm. Hey, Dreamy Girl. All right. Hey, Robin. Mm. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Tanisha. Hey, Tanisha. You know I said I was going to talk about it today, so it's here. What's up, Truth Slayer? I ain't see my two either. Where she at? You got me scrolling up. I did not see. I almost said her name. Latay said, "Can y'all help me reach my next milestone?" Yep, it's 145 more subscribers to 1,000. Hey, Beverly, Rewa, what you trying to say, Amber? Oh, Roz, you know that's non-refundable, baby. That 500 is it's non-refundable. All right, all right, all right, all right. Listen, Sabrina, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm almost sure. You know they gonna say it's non-refundable, boo. That's what we working with. Hey everybody. I don't know if y'all seen the thumbnail or whatever. Hey Treasure. Um, I got some notes right here because y'all done piled it up. But I don't know if y'all seen the thumbnail or whatever. But it's basically hold on. You okay, I'm back. I had to close my door. And yes, my chair squeaked too. And it's brand new. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I need to break it in a little more. But anyway, y'all, I know like everybody is on Janelle's head. Rightfully so. I feel like rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like no matter what, and no matter what I'm gonna say today, let me just make that clear. I don't feel like no abuse is good. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like no abuse is right. Right? I don't even want to say the word but. What's up, Lex? Blessed beyond measures. Hey, boo. So, but I am gonna say, um, 3 different men, 1 woman, similar stories. Come on, what's the problem? What are we missing here? Like people keep saying, stop. Let's not talk about her. Let's not talk about her. But she's clearly the problem. So I was just, let me see. Oh no, don't play that. Let me see if this is it. So I was just thinking, and then I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. And we was talking for a long time, and y'all, really, it's her. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he put his hands on her. Yes, we heard what Sleepy did. We still don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because it wasn't cameras or it wasn't recordings and all that back in the day. So we still really, 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 really don't know that that's the truth. But we know that's what she said, right? Hey, blessed queen. Um, and as far as Robert, she said there was physical abuse, there was mental, there was verbal, came back, said it wasn't, never, I didn't say it like this, I didn't say it like that. And yeah, she's the problem, blessed beyond measure. She is the problem. Hold on. Let me see if I can blow this up. And this is the real problem. And I'm gonna play something. She just shouted out. She just shot a man out on her page telling everybody to go listen to his new music. That is insane. She is insane. She is insane. But I'm gonna show y'all this. And this is what we dealing with right here. And I'm gonna pull up some of the things about it, but this is what we dealing with. That's what we dealing with. This is one of the worst or the worst type of narcissism. This is what is we seeing right before our eyes. Right here. That's who she is. That's what she is. And I don't feel like it's nothing nobody could say, nothing nobody could do to help her. She really needs real help. Right? So let me go and read to you. I'm gonna read to y'all. Truth Slayer, you ain't here, but I'm gonna read to y'all what exactly a malignant narcissist is. Because I had to go look for myself. For real. right here. Let me move this over. Truth Slayer, don't what you think? That's what we watching. Meanwhile, Maine, a predator, and Janelle exchange the abuser. Yeah, I mean, but that's she draws to those people. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, Maine gave her a lot of attention, probably more attention on the internet than he gave his now wife, his now again wife. You know what I'm saying? She thrives off of that type of attention. So that is what she's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? She feels like, also, let me tell you something. She feels like shouting out Maine is gonna piss Felicia off. Nobody gives a damn. You know what I'm saying? So like everything she do, look, let me just show y'all. What is a malignant narcissistic person? In the popular conception, malignant narcissism is a form of narcissistic personality disorder that is highly abusive. People with this personality supposedly gets a sense of satisfaction from hurting people and may manipulate people or lie to gain money, acclaim, and other things they desire. That is her to the T. To the T. And I'm gonna let y'all listen to her tell y'all herself. So I don't know if anybody remember. You know what? I don't think she actually. I mean, I'll drop the link so you can come up here, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't even think she has antisocial personality disorder. And I'm not a doctor. You know what I'm saying? But I have my own issues, so I could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've studied a lot of this. But I think it's more of that lady had it. What's her name? Oh God. It's borderline. It's borderline personality disorder. And I borderline personality disorder is fear of abandonment. She has that big time because y'all don't even understand. Like, do y'all see how that lady is not even herself? When she was on that video crying, I have that to share with y'all too, but when she was on that video and she was crying about Janelle leaving and she was so distraught and how she was just gonna have to boss up and blah 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 and all of this, when she was doing all of that, that that was fear of abandonment. When she came out and she was going to destroy him because she's very codependent. She's very codependent. You got it. And so anytime she feels like she's about to be left, she going to tear your ass up. That's what's got to happen. You cannot leave her. You cannot leave her. She has to leave you. If y'all listen to the video where she was saying before they even got to the gas station, I think I got it. We can listen to it. But before they even got to the gas station, remember that he said when the car slowed down at the light to the light, he jumped out the car and she had to go to the gas station. That Pay attention. Everybody wants to get away from her. She goes back and chases them to get them back to her. She cannot take that. She can't take it because if you felt like this was not the first time that he's drunk and he acts crazy and he's jumping out your car at the light, why? Y'all make I'm getting ahead of myself. But if he's jumping out the car and you've seen him like this before, why did you go and he ran? Y'all, she said he ran to the gas station. I would have let his ass run to the gas station. He would have been there. He wouldn't have never had the chance to spit in my face or choke me because I wouldn't have followed him. Because see, she comes out and she tells us, and this is why I be in between, like wanting to talk about the men or talk about the first baby daddy or even Janelle. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't be want to really. It's kind of hard because at the end of the day,
if y'all listen to that story really, really, really good, she antagonized him in the car because that's the type of person she is. She antagonized him in the car. Oh, and I got in the car and I played the song or not. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, True Slayer. I got in the car and I played a Nyla niggas ain't shit and turned it up real loud. She's an antagonizer. Now, if you know a man is drunk, you know you didn't seen this side of him before. What female in their right man is gonna? And I'm just trying to get to my destination, get you to the destination, and maybe we could just cool and calm down. I'm probably gonna put on something that feel good. I ain't finna put on no niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But before she called his mama, that they were in the car, and she antagonized him with the music because that's what she do. That's what she do. But she conveniently, she downplays her part so much because if somebody is already drunk and you already done seen that drinking changes this person to another person, why are you antagonizing that person? I will be trying to make it to my destination just fine. And she downplays, oh, and I got in the car and I turned on what's that song by Anila? Niggas ain't shit. She downplays it. And then guess what? When she gets to his part, and then he started choking me, and my feet was dangling. She goes real deep into what the a person did to her, but she doesn't. She just. I'm gonna drop the link for you, True Slayer. y'all, y'all better pay attention. Okay, Miss Lisa, I'm gonna drop it really, really, really quick for Truth Slayer. And then the next person could come up. But let me drop it for Truth Slayer real quick. Miss Lisa, write them thoughts down. Hey, D Ham, D Ham, D Ham, D Ham, D Ham. I was supposed to be asleep last night, but I was in your live, and you and Uncle Troy dropped some gems, and I'm gonna talk about them today. I'm gonna talk about them. That was an amazing live, D Ham. Did it light up? Hold on. Hold on, Truth Slayer. I think I did that wrong. Oh, you up here. Hey, hey.
Hey, Cree, what's going on?
Not much, just here.
Right.
How are
We
you?
analyzing and dissecting and diagnosing folk. I get it.
Do you know? And I had to clear the air before they be like, "Oh, now they think they doctors." No, now I know that I suffer from things, so I've looked into a lot of things because of myself. You know what I'm saying? And when we can realize and recognize ourself and our self issues,
Mm-hmm.
we will be better people.
Mm-hmm. And it helps you to understand, you know, others, and it's so you don't really have to have a degree to speak on stuff. But that's the thing about women as we age and mature. It's so many things I learned, and so much stuff I've been through. It feels good to share back when you have somebody who wants to hear and be helped or learn your experiences, so they can avoid going through the same type stuff, and we're dealing with somebody who is clearly not open for suggestion
Hmm.
at all. But
Yep,
I think you're right. I think the malignant narcissist is probably more well suited in this situation because I think it is worse than the antisocial.
it is.
But when you were saying about the antagonizing, and that was what I was going to come up and say, is that she, uh, by doing that, you invite trouble, right? You invite it to you, and then it's like she make herself the victim. So if I'm not the victim in a situation, I'm gonna make sure I am by the time we done, because now it's about what you did to me and not what I did to stir you up. And anybody in their right mind, in addition to that, Creature, that want to have a successful relationship with a man, you definitely not going to say nothing about his mama. Okay. And if you want her to love and accept you and embrace you, she also can hear and see that, or he can tell her, yeah, she was saying, she called you a name. A woman is not going to, want you in her son's life when she already probably side eyeing you. You're not helping your case.
Mhm.
You know he crazy about his mother. He's a mama's boy. You say he's a mama's boy. Well, probably the last thing you should say is, talk about a mama's boy's mama.
Can y'all
Probably
see that?
so.
I don't know if you can see that, but it says the worst or most harmful type of narcissist is often referred to as the malignant narcissist. Um,
Mm-mm-mm.
so basically, they get off. People may not know this. Y'all might be dealing with it and not even know that this person y'all dealing with is like this. They get off with exploitation. Like they lack
Mm.
empathy. Um, basically, they cannot even keep a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And there's
Mm-hmm.
really no cure for it.
Mm-hmm. Wow, no cure.
Hmm. It's really no cure for it. It's only like cognitive behavioral, that you could do. You can basically it's no cure. Like it says, this term is used to describe the specific type of narcissism characterized by a combination of narcissistic traits, such as grandiose, we already know,
Mm-hmm.
sense of self-importance, a need for admiration, and lack of empathy. That is it. And I think I heard Upper Today call sleepy sadistic. But
Mm.
yeah, I was just listening. I was like, wow, because that is a trait of this type of narcissism. And I'm just like, at the end of the Miss Lisa says she feels she was combative with Janelle. I feel she was combative. Well, Miss Lisa, here's the thing. And I'm gonna play this while you up here real quick, Truth Sled. But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's combative with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
She's
She
combative.
is.
She is. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up because when I was listening to this, um,
Hey, everybody in the comments speaking to me. Thank you so much. Hope y'all doing well.
listen to this right here. And hey, everybody coming in. I just want to go to videos. Was it a live? Okay. And I think I need to 1650. Let me see if I could. Okay. So in this live right here, she did this live with the first baby daddy. And she literally tells you,
Yep. And let's see what y'all did me first along the way. I don't feel like I had any challenges with you. You so easy going. Yeah. In the beginning, it really wasn't hard neither. It was just me being stuck on I'm hurt because we ain't together no more.
y'all heard her?
So right. That was our issue.
Yeah.
It was never like no real hard problems or challenges that I was.
Did you hear what she said?
Girl, she'll tell on herself, won't she?
And that's what she's doing right now. And she's gonna tell on herself a little more, right? And so she said, let me rewind it just for the people who didn't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
She eats her words every time. That's what
Yes.
you're doing right now. You're not over it. You can't heal, and it is
taking the trips, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big challenge to me.
Let me see.
Actually, like, you know what I mean, trying to go get and spend time with my kids. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. And let's see what y'all did me first along the way. I don't feel like I had any challenges with you. You so easy going. Yeah. In the beginning, it really wasn't hard neither. It was just me being stuck on I'm hurt because we ain't together no more. So right. That was our issue. It was never like no real hard problems or challenges that I would say. So I just had to get over that.
I just had to get over that.
Mm-mm.
I keep telling y'all, she is not over him. She cannot stand that he rejected her. She could not. She felt like she lost control. So when she
Mm-hmm.
felt like she lost control, his ass was gonna have to pay for that.
Yep.
His ass had to
Period.
pay for that. And however she felt like it had to be done, she was gonna do it. And to this day, she's still doing it.
Yeah, I don't remember the context, and I know Lupac, one of y'all got the receipt of when she was on live back when she was like, I can't remember the context of what she was saying, but I remember distinctly her saying something because I play dirty. She said it right out her
Oh,
own
yeah, she
mouth.
did.
you
She did.
know. So
She
I mean, now and then when you accuse her of playing dirty, she act like it's beneath her. You know.
yes, Sabrina, it is. That's who it is. But then she goes and she explains that a little bit more because it kind of came up again. I think it was one of the questions that they let the chat ask. So let's just listen a little bit. And I think it's gonna come at 1930. Oh, y'all can't see it. I didn't want to put it
To
on
keep
here.
me in tune with it. So it wasn't really like no guidelines. I mean, again, it's just going back to that healthy communication. Like, hey, what's your schedule looking like? You know what I'm saying? Can you get this day off? You on vacation? X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't feel as though you're difficult as far as like me seeing my children at all. You know?
Do you feel like I'm difficult at all?
Nah, 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 not now, not now, not now,
He said
Not
he
now,
said
not
not
now.
now.
not
No,
now.
when he say not now, he's saying, okay, so when we separated, he moved on to another relationship, and I thought it was too soon. So that's what he's talking about. We
The
had
nerve.
issues there, because
Right,
man,
right,
but
right,
that's that.
right.
Let's see.
Let's. She wanted to get done with that. She wanted to get done with that real quick, did she?
Didn't she? And it's so crazy because when she brought him on there, you know, she was one of the very first things she said was like, um, you remember back then she was like, I was just crazy. I was just crazy. And she was laughing and giggling.
She
And
said it
I'm
on
like,
this time.
yeah, that's probably the same one at the beginning of the conversation. I thought it was the beginning.
Yep. She said I
But
was crazy, wasn't I, Deshaun?
yeah, like I mean, so you bring him on here to confirm that you crazy. But then when somebody call you crazy, they crazy for calling you that. I mean, the mental gymnastics that she thinks she pulling, well, it is getting over on her audience, but that she thinks she pulling on everybody else, it's not working, man. You know what I mean? I feel like she thinks she invisible. Like don't nobody she too stealthy for anybody to peep the play. And then if everything is so peachy with you, you know, why are you having so many problems? People who are a wonderful person and a kind-hearted, loving person, everything that she claimed to be, they don't have these kinds of problems.
Hmm. So let's and I just want to and so my thing is, y'all, yes, yes, there's proof. Yes, there's proof that Jonell Young put his hands on her, right? There's proof because he said sorry in the text messages, whatever. But I want to this girl is the problem with all of them. You know, y'all got to think about it. And I have that too, but I'm sure we all seen it, right? When Chrissy was on Lupac's live, shout out to you, Lupac. When Chrissy was on there, he never touched her. She said he never put his hands on her. The person that Brianna is describing with this man is not who she dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, I feel like and this is what's the person I was on the phone with, like, you know, when they go through it and she started coming out, it's like y'all see Jonell, he started putting up those church posts and all them candles at the church and all of this and that and the other. That man trying to wash whatever witchcraft this woman got going on, he trying to wash it off of her. Like
Mm-mm.
he wants to get you, like he wants to get away, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but how? At this point, because you already see what's gonna happen. And it's gonna get worse
Right.
and worse every time. Something's gonna be added on every time.
And the what's helping and pushing her is not her intellect or anything, her education. It is a certainly a demonic spirit. So where it looks like she's by herself and she just doing, you know, whatever she think she is, but she's being encouraged by these really evil spirits that continuously somehow um help her to think that what she's saying and doing is going to get her what she wants, because anybody that wants to be with a man, I mean, all these children later, you know, like she should have learned from a lot from Sleepy that she should have carried into her marriage with Robert.
But
She
see,
was
that's
still
where that
saying,
narcissist come in at. Because see,
mhm,
so basically what it is, and unfortunately that junk is just in you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you is what you is, it's just in you, right? So what happened was she felt like you know, she felt like he moved on too fast. You know what I'm saying? Which is so crazy because when people were saying she moved on too fast, she didn't see a problem with it. Neither did the people
Mhm.
before that.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
But if she feels like you did it to me, then if you do it, then it's a problem. You know, but she can.
Yeah. Whatever reason she doing it is justifiable. Like, and she gonna make her case if she gotta pay you, if she gotta lie, if she gotta ruin your reputation, if she gotta, any of that. Like, Special Case said a little bit earlier in the comment, she was like, she something she said about enjoying, tormenting people. And I think about when she plays certain even tricks on her children, and it's a little evil way of doing it. It don't really, sometimes it don't be joking, in my opinion. It be, when she had them eat that hot chip,
Mm-hmm.
and not knowing that children are vulnerable. They weren't babies, but they're more vulnerable than an adult. And some people have had reactions, and that chip have really done some damage to them. So, like, I wouldn't want to bring my children that kind of pain. You see adults who falling out and choking and going through all of this, hot as that chip is, you don't know how they might respond. But just again, to Special Case point, you enjoy hurting people because you're full of so much pain.
Yep, she
You
do.
know.
It tickles her. It tickles her little soul. So I wrote down something. I dropped the link if somebody wanna catch it, they can. Right. So I wrote some things down about each one of them. Right. And so if I miss anything, just let me know. Just cut me off. Just yeah, it is a deep movie. Miss Lisa. So when she met Sleepy, right? Or let's just say Sleepy. Sleepy was a married man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she made accusations that because we can't say he did it. We can just say that that's what she alleged,
What you said. Mm-hmm.
right? So she made accusations that he pulled a gun on her. G-U-N. I should have spelled it out, right? She said he sicked the dogs on her and the kids. I heard Upper talking about this earlier, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
touched on my point, but at the end of the day, it wasn't on the kids. But y'all have to see the person that we dealing with. If y'all listen to what she was doing, listen to this. Let's this is the
I know where you're going with this. Go
person.
ahead, Cree. I
Yes.
know. Yep.
Woo! She pulled up to his job, right? She
I
couldn't
was
let
just
go.
taking them to see their daddy. No, you was aiming to do more than that. But yeah,
You
go
pulled up
ahead.
you pulled up to his job. Oh, he was beating on the window with the kids in the car. You put your kids in danger, number one. You did. You drove, you got in the car. Your little bird brain thought, I'm going to go up to this job and take the kids. It was never for the kids to see the dad. It was for the mom to see the dad. You know what I'm saying? But he
I
didn't want
completely
to
agree.
tell her. So she was already antagonizing. You're just popping up to these places. You see what I'm saying? Then you pop up to his house. And then you're going to use the kids again and say, oh, he sick dogs on me and my kids.
Yep.
My
But
kids.
see, one thing about her, she gonna come fully loaded. When she aim to do something to you, she will take the time where she should be working or really truly going to school or doing something else productive. Those are the times where she is figuring out how she can devilishly do what she does. So when she come, she's already got the baby to leverage you with. She already paid your car note and your rent, and I got the receipt, and I'll tell everybody how broke and and you are, and I'm the bag and the girl. She's already got all her little ammunition lined up.
Yep. And so basically, it's very convenient because if you think about it right now with the stuff she's trying to do to the CCs, they said y'all hit that like button. That's what they said. let me be nice. But can we get the likes up, please? So, like what she's doing right now to the CCs, right? At the end of the day, she's using her own children. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? That she uses them when it's convenient
Yep.
because
Absolutely.
she don't show. I'm not even gonna go there. But she uses them when it's convenient. So I'm gonna stay
Mm-hmm.
on Sleepy. Sleepy was he was absent until the divorce. Okay.
Correct.
She met him. She met him when she was 16. I think they said he was about 22, 23. I didn't know that until And that's alleged. I don't know. I didn't know that until Upper went live earlier. I didn't know his age, but I already knew she met him at 16. Um, he and her agrees that she was crazy then. Okay. Um, Sleepy told her to stay with her husband. You see how much a person don't want to deal with her? A person don't want
Hmm.
to be bothered with her.
Anywhere but over here, huh?
Stay with your husband. Oh, I know you saying your husband is abusing you, but stay there. Child, nobody wants to
Mm-mm.
nobody wants to be around you. And that's what happens to this type of narcissist. Everybody wants to get away from you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why none of those friends are still around.
And her children, beautiful, precious children, right? They are likely the sole reason why ain't nobody really put a hurting on her. I
Mm-hmm.
don't wish that bad on her. I truly don't. But you can't be a victim and talk out the side of your neck. You know what I'm saying? You can't um do things to people that you don't want done to you and expect you could just walk around like ain't nothing going on. And this is how she lived. And so her children are probably the shield, whether she know it or not, why somebody had mercy on her
Yes.
and didn't get at her because of those children.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So then there's LaTruth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, she met him. Dang, I should have brought that video. She met him, through the DM. She drove, she came to see him, she ended up moving, but she had stipulations on that move. She
Mm.
didn't want to move and just be a girlfriend. So you know what that means. Then they got married. But all of that right there, what I just said, it stems from her still being upset at Sleepy, and she felt like she needed him to marry her because she wanted to throw it in Sleepy's face. It had nothing to do with her. I said this last night in DM Live. She was never in love with him from the jump. It was all out of retaliation. It was all out of making somebody else mad. It was all out of trying to hurt the next person. But why do you feel like you're doing that when the person has already moved on from you?
But see, I believe, and I've said this a few times, where I have had people completely disagree with me in the chat. I didn't see anybody who agreed with me. I still maintain that she still do love Sleepy, right? And I say that because ever since that situation with him went south, she been making everybody pay for it, right? She
Hmm.
when she moved on with the truth, it's like, okay, I'm taking your kids and I'm going on down here with this 8.9 million Negro. Okay. So everything was to hurt him, move away from him, whatever. Now look who I got now, you know. And she never really healed from that situation because if he did all these things to you that you came out here and told us he didn't help you with your children. Even videos when you were married to the truth, you still came on here and maintained that he wasn't doing nothing. So it wasn't know what he was until I got married or none of that. You always maintain, that he was not nothing. Now you telling oh, he always did give money. I just wasn't telling the truth. And it's a whole script has been flipped. So we are just like a remnant of people that bother to follow this so closely to know all of this. And if you haven't, you will be lost and you might think somebody crazy
Yep.
talking like we talk.
Yep. Absolutely. And then Cindy, I'm gonna touch on that, Cindy, because see what people are not failing to realize, Brianna, she puts her foot in her mouth way too fast. And just because, yes, she did. She affected RH money a lot, right? Um, but she didn't think that all the way through because she affected hers as well. Y'all can think Big Bree still got the big bag if y'all want to, but she don't. She's not the type of person that thinks things all the way through. So just as well as she affected his money, she affected hers too. That's why she's still so angry too. That's why she angry right now today, right now, because she know that she didn't only f up she up hers too, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And the life that she's living right now, Lord help me to say this right. The life that she's living right now, where all we see is look at me, look at my body, do the 1, 2, 3 step turn pose that she does, and that's the extent of her content, right? but see, now she has to do it because the money ain't the same. The truth gone. He kept so much order. Now I'm sure they argued, and I'm sure he got loud, said what he said. We've seen him get loud and say things, whatever. But I just, because we know how triggering and antagonistic she is, like now that's all being revealed.
Mm-hmm.
And her response to this divorce and this saga has revealed who she really is. So when the truth left, she was completely exposed. She like, now I gotta make them all the money. Now I gotta manage the kids. And he was the one, because you see how he is with his daughter still. Every time Mama go over there, they shopping. Every other week they shopping. So he was like that with the family. Now she has to manage all that mentally, emotionally. She's not capable of managing a household like that. She needed somebody like him to provide the leadership and the balance and everything. It made the world go round. I don't care what you say, Brianna. That man made the world go round over there.
We're gonna
I
talk
know you.
about him.
You know.
Talk about it. We better talk about how he made the world go round, right? So, but Special K, you said it, and that was the point of this live. Exactly what you said. You just summed it up. It's a pattern. That's why I said, like, I understand that. Yes, Janelle is abusive, right? I understand that. I'm not gonna take that away, but I'm telling y'all, it is a pattern with this girl. She goes into these men's lives and she come up. Okay, it is what it is. It's the truth. It's almost like she sets out to do that. What did she do? What did she give all three of these men? What did she give them? Babies. She gave all three of these men babies because it was for the control. It was because you're gonna always be linked to me no matter what. That's it. That's all. And hell, you right, Special K. That's you right, Special K. She gave him hell too. But she gave all of these men kids to have that connection, to have this tug, to have this pull on them at any given time. That's what she did. That's what she did. That is a problem. Like, it ain't no way out that you feel like you had three and he had one. That was enough to have a happy family. You don't say, okay, then I know sometimes we want to have a baby with our husband. So, even though let me just go on and talk about the truth before I go too far. When she met you good, Truth Slayer?
Yeah, my bad. I got a phone call I had to take.
Oh, it's okay. So let's talk about the truth real quick. I'm dropping this because Special K, you typing them long posts, and I know Miss Lisa. So when she met the truth, he was single. He probably was mingling, but he was single. He had that clout on social media. One child, married her before the child, married her with 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Helps her. He put her on, treated the kids like his own. Married her, I mean, I guess we can say 2 times, right? Or she married him 2 times. Let's put it that way. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. So basically, he gave her, y'all, let's be for real here. He gave her the house with the picket fence. He took care of her in the beginning. When he fell sick, and people like to just like, oh, she took care of him. She took care of him. She should have.
And she should have wanted to do it with all her heart. You're his wife.
Yes.
Period. I mean,
I got you. Hey, Fee. I got you, Fee. So, so all of that, he did all of that. Brianna wouldn't be, we wouldn't know Brianna right now, y'all. Let's just keep it a buck. And it's okay to say that. Well, guess what? She said it herself. She said that her man, hey Jasmine, she said that her man wasn't controlling. That her man wanted, you know what she says, Truth Slayer? You remember that video?
Say it again.
Remember she said he wasn't controlling. Who remember that video?
Oh
My
yeah,
man was not
yeah.
controlling.
I do what I want to do when I want to do it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
that's what some of y'all problems is right now. Woo, woo, woo. So now all of a sudden, 6 years he was controlling.
Girl, it's so triggering for me to hear her or even hear you imitate her telling anybody anything about what they should and shouldn't be doing, girl. When I
Hmm.
hear, I mean, she don't need to tell nobody what they should or should not be doing. Because when people tell her what she should or should not be doing, she definitely not going to listen. She take offense to it. Like, have you ever been loved? Have you ever had like a real friend that didn't just wasn't a friend because they agreed with you on every single thing? She think you don't. She think you're against her if you don't agree with every single thing she's doing. And if you if you're with what you're doing and saying is not getting you your desired results, you should recognize with no help that you're doing something wrong. Nobody should have to even tell you that. Like, when I do this, this is always the same result. I'm
Yes,
getting left. My friends leave.
yes,
You got people who was established in social media that came along. Melissa and all them had, some recognition. They not even still around. Like nobody stays.
yes. But because the problem is, number one, nobody is gonna stay. Because they have to say yes. They have to make her feel like everything she
That's
says
right.
is correct.
On everything.
Right. But the other thing is, when a man come into the play, nobody else even matters, including the children.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because you cannot sit here and tell me that you let your kids watch you break. Uh-oh. Hold on, Special K. You cold out there. So you cannot sit here and tell me that you say, oh, my kids can see this on social media. My kids, you mean to tell me you got on social media that broken about him again, that your kids can see that on social media as well. And then you was so down, you was so out, you looked like you was having a mental breakdown. Okay? That's what you looked like you was doing. But then soon as that man came back around, every light in you woke up.
Mm-hmm.
That's something.
Like oxygen.
Your kids don't even bring you happiness. Like you can't, it has to be a man. Somebody said that she is too codependent for her to have a bag, for her to be able to get everything on her own. For her, you know what I'm saying? For her to have got fixed herself, got her body done, baby, you need a man too much. I be leaving these niggas. Hmm.
You see, she can't function. She
No.
can't function without a man. Her whole because and the reason why I say that first, excuse me, hey True Slayer, hey Krisha, hey Chat,
Hey.
and I ain't gonna be long winded today. Okay.
Mm, mm.
So Auntie come up here to say this. This is all I'm gonna say. She is too codependent, as you said, because she can't even function to keep a job. She don't even know how to separate. You know what? This is personal versus this is professional. I got this is how I feed my children. So I can't bring this BS online, because this is how I make my money. So you're not capable of making choices, I mean life sustaining choices for your children. So that tells you right there, y'all basically preaching to the choir. I mean, how long people been trying to tell her
But guess
the
what?
right thing to do?
I ain't
Yeah.
And
trying to tell her.
it's like it's a mental block there, or as I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do it this
Mm-hmm.
way. It's nobody else's right. I don't know if that comes from her being um not around her mom or whatever, but she doesn't have the mentality of a mother,
Of an adult. Number
adult
one.
mother, and it's like the only thing she gets, out of a man is children. And she hadn't seen yet, okay, you down 3 baby daddies and you still hadn't got nowhere.
Okay,
You back at square one, really.
Mm-hmm.
You really back at square one. She got some income, but it's not like it was.
no, it's
It's
not.
only Facebook changed their guidelines totally, and they don't have those guidelines like they used to, where she's not a brand ambassador, she's not an influencer, she's not bringing nothing to the table for them, she doesn't have any sponsors. That's what I said. You don't know how to get your bag, put all this petty stuff that you've been doing and say, let's stick to the bag. Even if her and Robert did separate or whatever, the divorce or whatever, I'm
Mhm.
gonna let him get his bag, because that means I get mine.
Absolutely.
Right.
Period. And you know what? You
But
said
that's how you know she still wants that man or ain't over it or something.
in the
No, that just shows
mentality.
you she's vindictive. That's just vindictive.
Yeah, and
You,
she still has a childlike
I think
mind.
that's all that.
Well, still has a
yeah,
childlike
and you should.
mind.
Yes, that's it. She has a child like mine. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back. You're not gonna one up me. That's all she concentrate on, is whatever's going on with her man. That's it. That's all.
That's all.
It dominates her whole train of thought.
Can't
She
tell
cannot
her
function.
nothing. Okay, when people tell her you shouldn't dress this and that way around your children, especially you have sons, you have teenage sons. My son's gonna see it anyway. Okay, but they don't have to see you,
The girl's slow.
girl.
She's
Yeah. So
slow.
you said it, Special K. Before I'm gonna let you finish, but you said it. She can't function without a man. She can't even function to work on the things that she had, because she no longer has them. She had the hair business. She can't do it. She had the clothing boutique. She can't do it. She had the skincare line. All this flopped because, and guess what? When she couldn't do none of that, what was she doing? Promoting the man's stuff. She
She
was
wasn't. She
promoting
had
his
nothing.
body
She
butter.
Yes, that's right. She was pushing him up to be this great person with this body butter, all this kind of stuff. And then, as soon as he pissed you off, you come back and say he's not this. He did it. Every man has put his hands on you. Let her tell it. At
Mm-hmm.
some point, we got to stop saying, taking these lies.
Hmm.
When I get mad at a man, here I go to the mic, live. He did this to me. He did that to me. How
Yeah.
many times have you heard? Don't never go and tell what you and your husband or your man or whatever disagree. You keep it in your house, because if you put it out there, people can spin it, twist it, knock it down, build it up, add on to it, do all that. And just make it where you can't never come back from it. And that's what she has done.
Mm-hmm.
I have zero respect for Sleepy, because I ain't see Sleepy for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and that's another thing. Like Sleepy, he really getting on my nerves right now. And let me pull this up. But he's really getting on my nerves right now because I don't understand a man who can get so upset about another man posting. Now, wait a minute, let me take this down. Posting your biological kids, but bro, we really never seen you. And all we seen was I'm gonna just show y'all. I ain't finna talk about it.
With Sleepy, I never seen you in a classroom at a award show, a field day, or nothing. I never seen you even meet them to get the kids so Brianna and Robert could take vacations separately from the kids. No, they didn't do none of that. Hey, that one. None of that was in the making when they were together the whole 6 years, because I was following Robert before Brianna came into the picture. And I hate that little white
Mm-hmm.
minivan drove up. I hate it even came to fruition. I hate it.
Not the white van working at
That
Best
white
Buy
mini
with an
ugly
absent baby
van.
daddy. That's
And
how
it
she
wasn't
came.
even clean. It wasn't even
Oh.
clean. It was some
Mm-hmm.
plastic boots on. And I always stick to that plastic, thigh high, with a red and black checkerboard, look like picnic table
With that wig
flannel
that looked
shirt.
like yarn. Okay.
Yes. Yes. And I was like, oh no, oh Robert, oh, do something with that. Cause that right
And he
there
did.
is,
And he did.
he did. But you ever notice, if anybody followed Robert long as I did, and Dawn is in the chat, so she can tell you, Robert spent majority of the time, if she was in a skit with him, he spent majority of the time having to apologize to his followers because y'all please don't do that. Don't say that. Don't do this. I was so tired of it. I stopped watching it because he was apologizing because she was so rude to his followers in the comments.
Then how are you trying to stop the bag? That's the only the same bag that attracted you to run your
There
tail
you
from
go.
North Carolina here anyway.
There you go.
Then you
That's
get
my
here and you
point.
try to stop it and think ain't nothing gonna be said or done about it. I mean, how?
Let me
So
tell
nobody made this up on her. Everybody could see it. He used to have to come in there and say, y'all be nice. He would even promote her. He would tell people to go follow her. He made her a page. He would tell people, go follow her, follow my wife and Miss the
you.
Truth. And
He did.
he promoted her big time. And I was like, she ungrateful because if my man making money, I'm making money.
If she can't see, and I don't I like I try to just tell you, like, I don't care for her to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't me that she needs to listen to. You know what I'm
Me
saying? But at the end of the day, if you can't see that you was really on your shit, you was really doing your big one when you had structure. You
You
see what I'm saying?
upgraded.
You did. You came out with your self love books, even though you don't practice it. You did what you did. You know what I'm
You
saying?
had a
Like,
little
Mm-hmm.
boutique with
you
some little
worked,
cheap
you had
clothes in it.
you had your social
Mhm.
media presence. He bought that up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, that's when she had the hair business. Like, you were doing all of this while you were married. But any other you get, you can't focus.
You know what? So this what
He
it
didn't even
was.
put you. The thing about it is, Robert never put her in a position to be down like she is now, or like
He
she.
made her great. He made her great.
Mm-hmm.
He let her be great. And
Mm-hmm.
because nothing she started, she finished. She had a little boutique with some little cheap clothes in it. And she used to sell them online. Robert would encourage her to do it. Robert would, advertise her stuff. He would do anything to keep her.
He put her on. She crazy
Yes,
to say anything else. And this the thing. He was so good to her, y'all. It was so sweet to her. She lost whatever marble she had left from when she got there. It was so good to her. She was not trying to lose that, go backwards from that. She didn't try to heal and say, okay, let me address the things that I'm sure he was probably pointing out to her. He was obviously still doing what was necessary, more than what was necessary, but he was probably pointing out things to her about herself that she could improve. You know how defiant and and deflective she is. And so she would take it the wrong way. He's trying to guide her. He's older than her, but he was still doing everything as a man that he was supposed to have been doing. And he
exactly.
actually brought an element to her life with her children that was very much lacking.
Mhm.
So, I
He
mean,
brought he
what is
brought a
really
lot
going
of
on?
aspects to her children as well. He was on Real Father Gang then.
Yes,
He
yes,
was he
and
was definitely on it then because, like I said, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on giving him his props for his dad because he really changed the game for a lot of dads on social media to start, filming their children, stepchildren, or whatever. He was spitting knowledge a lot of times he got on there. He didn't just get on there and just it was about him, 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 him. That's why I didn't
Right.
understand when these people are always talking about he's a narcissist. How is he's a narcissist? And he spent majority of their marriage building her up, rechanging her way of trying to change her way of thought to better her. He was all about
Yeah.
the betterment of her. And my thing is, how did you miss that? In a man, because you saw this man, you saw his worth, you
let me
saw
tell
what
you,
he was
let me
bringing to
tell
the
you
table.
something. Let me tell you something special, K. I'm sorry, but right there, I'm gonna have to tell you. When I was on the phone and I was talking last night to this person, um, it,
Hmm.
it's it's something she's doing to these men. I'm just gonna leave it there. Y'all could take it a little further. I don't know if she's doing some root work. I don't know what she got going
Oh,
on.
I said she doing that. She put
Okay,
I know about
But
that. That's feed it to my grandma. They can't put it on you. They have to put it in you.
you hear me? So basically, what's happening is y'all gotta pay attention. Like he sees it. He didn't have it like this one right here. It said this one right here with Isaiah. It says, "Me and my son Prince Isaiah." He was calling him. He was calling them his kids. Then you see what I'm saying? But why is it
Mhm.
today? Why is it today that oh he can't say his kids, but we ain't see you the whole time. You were absent for 6 whole years, and now it's a problem. So what she does is she causes. Remember she said, "Oh, Robert was jealous of the kid's dad. That's why he couldn't be present." And oh, yes, he was paying me. He was paying me. We just couldn't tell you because blah 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 blah. That's a lie. She has to make everything go with her narrative. But what she does is she like just like when Jonelle played with Mosky, right? All of this is her game that she plays to cause the friction between the men so that
He
they can go
manipulate
against
them.
each other. So that's what she do. She nigga,
Mhm.
girl, please. That child know she's very,
And
very
then listen, y'all
manipulative.
know we know as women that even the greatest of men can be very weak in the flesh to a woman. Right? He might be successful in his all these other ways, but a man who's weak in his flesh, he'll be sorry, I'm trying to
Exactly.
eat
Yes.
sometime, but he will.
Mhm.
And so that's what she sell. She do all of that raising hell, right? Then
Mhm.
she come twirling in the room,
Mhm.
twirling and gyrating in the room. Nigga done forgot about everything that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not that she's
because
Yes.
that's
so
what she
fine and
do.
Oh
beautiful,
my
but just men
God.
are like that. It's not that she's so fine and so super. She's not an ugly woman. We know she's not just Stu.
She
But
just got an
everything
eye
that,
going the wrong way.
but everything it costs before I can even
Oh
get to
my
that about you is too expensive. Everything
The
that come with you
children
is
look
too
bad.
expensive.
The children look the best when they was with him. I'm sorry, y'all. Every
Wait,
time the
truth slayer.
children
Wait,
look
wait,
the
wait, truth
best.
slayer. You said it. I'm telling you, and that's why, man, I wish I could have had the conversation I had last night on this live because I was just like, wow. But what you just said when she get the twirling and da 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 da,
Mhm.
Gyrate.
yeah, that's
She's
what's
a
happening.
seduct. She'll seduce you. Then
She
and
seduces
look,
them.
before the truth,
Mm.
she didn't have no money, right? Before the truth, she just had herself.
He
Then
built
she
that
come,
swag
but
up.
but then now she got some money to put on top of it. I'm gonna twirl on you, and I'm gonna give you a band.
Yeah. Y'all don't think like this girl so jacked up. She would know you mad. She would know she made you mad. Y'all know how she fixed it, right? This is what Truth Slayer just said. She has such a big problem with rejection. She bout well the the R
Sleep
word.
with Satan. She'll sleep with Satan.
She about the R word, the man, just to get him
Mm-hmm.
back where she need him. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's what she uses her feminine wow.
Yeah. I'm
That's what
Mm-hmm.
she uses. That's what
y'all
she
read
uses.
about the malignant narcissist. That is what they do. They seduce you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, textbook.
But for the people
Man,
in the back that always say, we coming for her, let me be very clear. No one is coming for her. No one is coming for her. And no, we have a right to have an opinion. And this is what we see that
you
is
know what
public.
happened is that
That's
the
public.
internet and Facebook is public, right? And we on our
Mm-hmm.
devices, minding our own tax paying business, okay? And we here you are presenting yourself as this is your career, this is what you do, and you would hope that we would see it, right? Because these views equal money. So when we do see it, see, you have to understand, all of us people, a lot of us were very much in love with what she had with the truth, or what we could see that was going on. We thought there was a, successful black family. He seemed to love his children. I always knew the children weren't. I've been following him to the point where I never thought they were his kids because I knew they weren't his kids, right?
Mm-mm.
I did because when she showed up in life and all that, I
Yeah,
remember that,
I knew they wasn't his
right?
kids. Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, okay, now here we are, and all that has gone down the drain for her. Her identity on this internet was Mrs. LaTruth. So now without him, who am I? I'm already not
That's why she
sure
didn't want
who
to get
I
her name
am.
up.
Hmm.
That's why she didn't want to get her name up.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to get that name up at all. But why do you want it if the man abused you and he was all these things? Why would you want it? And then when you ask her such a reasonable question like that, it's off with your head.
But you know what she has done in this modern day and time in 2025? I can go all the way back to what 2020 or whatever, whenever she started these shenanigans. But you could see it brewing as when they was still in the house together, because it's the way she gave a real nasty aura when they would do skits, all this kind of stuff. But you know what she really has done? She has really made it hard for some good women with children that would love a stepfather like that. But think about it. She done made it hard, because it's like you're going to have to work extra hard now to show a man who you are if you're a single mother with children, because the first thing a lot of them gonna refer back to is her,
Mm-hmm.
because she has went nationwide with this lie
Yep.
over and over and over again. And it's what you can't get her to see is it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not nothing to sit here and think, long as they talking, I'm getting paid. No, baby, you're not getting paid. You're not getting paid. You don't see. You have really downgraded. Really.
Mm-hmm.
You had a man that gave you anything you wanted. You got a man now, you gotta give him
Yep. Yep.
money to be
Everything.
bothered with you.
Everything. And then something that was really, it was bothering me. Because they say, oh, Janelle, he don't come out and he don't talk like Robert. First and foremost, he's already paid attention, because he so basically y'all saying Robert too loud. No, a person that know they didn't do something, they gonna fight for, you know what I'm saying, and they built themselves up, and they built this person up too that's trying to bring them down. They're gonna fight for their name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Janelle problem is he's scared because he
Mm-hmm.
tall.
I mean,
So
a
he
person's
knows
scared to
to
talk
shut
because
up.
you don't. You, I mean, if you don't. If you're scared to talk, or if you don't want somebody to talk, it has to be because the truth is not in it.
Cause
Why are you afraid of the truth?
they loud every time somebody say something they don't like. The
Well,
same content
it's
creators that
it's
say, "Oh, Robert talk too much. Janelle don't come out and tell his business. What you
a lot.
or he ain't coming out here crying and da 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 da." Well, y'all do it every time somebody
He
speak y'all.
don't need
Y'all
to.
respond.
He don't need to. What can
He
he
don't.
rebut? Because he got y'all. He
He
don't
don't.
have to.
Yeah, Janelle don't have to anyway, because it's already been put out here in the text messages. But see, then I ask myself, what the do y'all want from Robert? Y'all want him to come and apologize when
Never.
there's no proof? But Janelle ain't gotta come out and apologize. Y'all just gonna fake tell these people he went to counseling. Where's the proof? She got every other receipt. Drop it on us. Drop it on us. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody never too loud for speaking up for their name. I don't care what you say. You
Okay,
ain't never
but
too loud to fight for what you built.
it's something in the wash with that as well, because I I've noticed something, and I said it, several times. I know people tired of me saying it in the chats, but it's awfully funny that he'll come out here and defend his body butter, but he won't come out here and defend these accusations that could throw him in the unemployment line forever. I mean, your reputation, you're not even trying to speak up for your reputation of nothing. You just letting it just go on, and letting people, you think that handful of people that believe you. But the more and more these tapes with her voice, you
Mm-hmm.
hear me, Janelle? With her voice telling that you did these things. You just dismiss all them other ones, and us and everybody else. Dismiss all of that. Her voice, the
Mm-hmm.
woman you with, is the one come out and put this juju on you and put this bad, messed you up pretty much for life. Because if somebody Googled you now, that's what come up.
Yes, it does.
That's
I,
what come up.
I
It doesn't come
actually
up
did.
that you this A-lister. It doesn't come up and say that at all. It's all of this baggage that you got hanging on to you. So it's like this. You're going to have to go extra, extra, extra hard to convince. And Also, Hollywood is not helping you because so many women like her that's just not on the internet, but they are out there slinging that accusation around about this one and that one and this one, so it's kind of like black men really got to get it now because it's too many of us coming out when we get rejected instead of learning how to deal with rejection and cry yourself a river in the pillow and get on up and start all over again and do whatever. Take time, learn, heal, do whatever you need to do, but don't go lie, because that lie, it follows them the rest of their life. I don't care how many times you come out and say, well, I didn't mean to. You didn't made a name. You didn't made that man name bad. So he might have to change it.
Yep. You took the words out of my mouth. He is gonna have to change it, and that's a fact because you know, it doesn't get greater later. So he
It
better go.
doesn't.
I typed his name in YouTube, and baby, it don't look too good.
It don't look good at all. I did it. And I was like, oh my God, he got to rebuild. So she done made it hard because a lot of people are not going to want to be connected to him.
Her broken tail has broken all three of them. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And we wasn't really around to witness, the whole, or have the whole sleepy part play out on social media. But just imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like she said in that live, she said, "Oh, I moved to didn't I move to Detroit when I was pregnant with Lauren?" It's all a game to her. You moved when you was pregnant with Lauren because Lauren is the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
The middle of the three that's
I
backslid.
think so. Yeah, I think
So
so.
you did that on purpose because you felt like you was you was trying to make him, see that you would take the kids away from him too. All this shit is a game to her, and
They're a pawn. They're a pawn for
yeah,
her.
they
And
are.
that's what she used them for. She used them. She weaponized her children to get back at the man. But it's sad because she doesn't have someone. She doesn't listen. And believe it or not, y'all gonna throw me. Don't throw no tomatoes at her channel. Don't put them in the chat. Don't do none of that. But y'all gonna say one tried to talk to her, and that's when she got mad. But it had gone too far then. One of them over there tried to, show her this ain't the way you need to be going. But she gets mad when someone tries to tell her the truth. She can't see. You're not getting anything out of being hateful and low down. You don't never, the best revenge you want to get on someone is to move on and be happy.
It is.
Let them go ahead because God can do way more than you could do as a human to them to make them see their mistake. You don't have the power. You will never get a man to
Thank
feel
y'all
what
for
you feel.
correcting me. Thank y'all. Okay, so even that makes it even more. You had all three. You had two, and you was pregnant with Lauren, and you felt like, oh, I'm finna move now. I'm finna move from North Carolina to Detroit because I'm finna take his kids away from him. So you know what I'm saying? Like she's always in the midst of trying to hurt somebody. So this is another thing I wrote down. Out of all three, because when she met Janelle, he was in a relationship. He was in a relationship. Um, Basically, out of all three of these relationships, so that started off, that was already built on a lie. So we already know if it's built on a lie, it's sure to fall.
Mhm.
So who built her up? Who married her with three kids before having one by herself? You
We
know what
all
I'm saying?
know the
He
truth.
did
It's the
all the
truth with
things.
that.
He did all the things the right way. You know what I'm
Everything.
saying? And he gets the most backlash. He gets that shit.
He
I
brought
don't
her
know, y'all.
money. He brought her stability. He
Yeah.
brought her he brought her children stability. And then if you had the mother instinct or the mother, in you, that's all you want is your children to have a stable home, a stable
Yep.
man who works hard and can show them how, a man's supposed to be, help them through life, teach them what you cannot teach them. Those are all the things that you as a single mother pray for. If
But let me ask you this, Special
but they
K.
don't. Huh?
As a woman,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you want.
Yeah,
If you're with this man, that's what you want, period. Even if you don't have kids, I don't have kids either, but I crave for stability. I crave for structure. I can't live no
there
other way.
you
Like,
go.
I like structure. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't live in chaos.
I
All of this right here would drive me crazy. I couldn't
yeah.
do this. I couldn't do this. But I never was that type of woman that if we broke up, I'm gonna go out here and talk about you. I'm gonna tell all our business. It's not I don't care. You can't pay me to tell all my business to someone, on the internet like that. That to me is just you know what? I let God deal with them. If I was wrong, I take my accountability in it. I can actually say, you know, couple of boyfriends back in the day, I took my part for it. I wasn't shit. Yeah, I wasn't shit. I didn't, I wasn't calling. I wasn't doing, I didn't show interest because I really wasn't interested. But, I was taught instead of you just stringing someone along, you just go on and tell them. You just go on and tell them, we not going anywhere because my mind really is not here. But I also was taught that if you break up, give yourself time to heal to know exactly what you want. So when that right man come along, you can see him. Because if you hang on to stuff like she does, you'll run a man off.
hmm So let me
Now
say this. So
she
what do
won't
you
be getting
think?
one no time soon. Go ahead.
So do you think? What do you think? Was he too good? Let me ask you this: Was Robert too good to her, or and she was just too used to toxicity?
That's it. The second one. She had it with Sleepy because she didn't have no stable environment with Sleepy. Because when she got with Sleepy, Sleepy was already in a relationship as a grown man.
hmm
She was a little side boo and didn't know her place.
hmm
I'm just gonna put it out there. That's it.
I wanted you to, because I was just, she, and that's all I get from her. I get toxic. I get that she thrives off toxicity. That's how she likes to live until people start seeing the BS. And not the men, the world. Like I heard Uncle Troy last night. Uncle Troy said, and he was talking about himself, and he said he had to learn that every action doesn't need a reaction. And I said, okay. And that's why I say
Mm,
Proof is smart, right? He's
12
smart.
hours of me on the phone with
And
him.
I'll say we. So we've all, I feel like, have done it. We was like, oh, he needs to, Robert needs to do this. Robert needs to do that. This, that, and the other. But he sat back and let the world see her character. He didn't have to respond. She showed us who she was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He sat back and she showed us exactly who she was, and she is a toxic human being.
Yes. And Robert, I'm not saying Robert perfect, but I like Robert. I like him. Like I said, I always have followed Robert when, in the past and up until I couldn't take her no more. But Robert was figuring it out. But to me, he was figuring it out like a man. He
Mhm,
is a man, and you can't take that away from him. You can't take that away from him. He is a man. He came to her like a man and offered her everything a man's supposed to offer a woman. And a woman, she didn't give what a woman's supposed to offer a man in return. Because, like I said, she come with 3 babies in tow. And I don't fault no woman, and anybody that know me, I don't fault no woman that has kids and meet somebody. Do you know? And I'm not gonna never say the man was too good because he did, he took her kids and raised them. Because my stepfather, like I said, that's my daddy. That's my daddy. And if him and my mama were to divorce right now, he's still gonna be my daddy. He's
mhm.
still gonna be my daddy. He's still gonna be that man. He gonna be all that and more. That man is on every wedding picture. He's the one walked me down the aisle. He's the one that made the memories. You can't take that away from it. So as a woman, you can't take that. You can't change those children's, love for him by going out here putting him down and doing. They see it. They seen it. They felt it. So when they get big enough and old enough, you can best believe, Robert Hampton, they coming back to you.
Yep.
They coming. They coming and they gonna give you your flowers that she's not giving you. And that's sad. That is really sad that someone would do that and they had a real man in their child's life. Those two boys need Robert. They need a real structured man because their daddy coming out here like a pussy and on the internet talking about the man taking care of them, that took care of them and showed them stability. You gonna down a man. You should be shaking that man's hand. You should be shaking his hand and telling him, I really thank you for all you ever done. Man, I
I
can't
agree.
thank you enough.
And that's true, Matu. There's a saying that whatever you have to do to get them, you have to keep it up to keep them. But there's also a saying that say the same way you got them is the same way you lose them.
Thank you.
And that's why she going through what she going through now. I was listening to Don live earlier, and she thought it was just it tickled her so much that he got the ex-girlfriend locked up because she was knocking at her door, and until she was the one knocking at the door and he telling her to leave before he called the police. Man, she better stop playing out here in these streets. It ain't no fun
And
when the rabbit got the gun.
it's not. And you know what? And it's sad because she's gonna see this same, and this is something my husband told me a long time ago. He said, you know why I can't hurt, I don't like to see you hurt, or people ask me why you don't cheat, why you don't do this, because they have a little, side pieces and stuff. And he said, you know what, because I got two granddaughters and I'm gonna see that same hurt on her face in them, and ain't nothing I can do about it because I can't make no man be with them. I can't make no man take care of them. I can't do nothing but hope that I teach them where they don't have to go through something like that. So you have to think about that. You got children.
Hmm.
You got children. You gonna see this same mess in one of them. And that's the God honest truth. A hurt like she putting on these same people, these men, she gonna see that in her own. And ain't nothing she can do about it.
Or she's gonna deal, and I hate to say this, and God, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope they beat the odds. Um, because I could have fell into the trap. You know what I'm saying? And I really pray that they
Mhm.
beat the odds. But at the end of the day, she's going to see that what you just said with the sons, or she's going to see her daughter be exactly who she is right now and deal with these with, or let me fix that. Or her daughter is going to be dealing with broken men.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She gonna see it again. She gonna see it again. And what can you tell them? What can you tell them? And you sitting here compiling a lifetime of mess, no wisdom. You can't give them no wisdom. You can't tell them, baby, I understand. I went through that and whatever. You can't do nothing. You can't relate. It's like your mind is closed off to, I'm gonna get this back. Let me stop. Let me stop. Because at some point, all of us have done some less than pleasant things in our life. And we
Hmm.
look back and say, you know what? I was a fool. Or, you know what? I know better now. And I guarantee you, I ain't finna make that mistake again. Because you catch yourself, even if your train of thoughts go towards thinking, crazy or doing something. What comes back? What you did previously, how did it work out for you? It didn't. It didn't work out good. So you got a built-in conscience. It's like, I just wish I could tear a body open and look inside. Girl, what's it? Do you have a heart? Do you have anything? She don't have that base. She speaks on the Bible, but Brianna really don't she ain't following nothing in the Bible because you wouldn't have no Jezebel spirit. You wouldn't do the things you do because you will reap it. So you don't set out to do things that's what she's doing to Robert. Just, I mean, you taking out all your aggression for everything that ever happened in your life on Robert. And that's the one man that you should be giving flowers every day. Every day. And I would have been over there every time he opened his door. I would have been over there butt naked, standing up looking at him, trying to get him back. I
What's
messed
it
up.
about? What you said? I was gonna go get back.
We're gonna go get him back. I ain't been
Yes.
I would have got mine back. I ain't I got to eat. My children got to eat. This is the best life I ever lived. Here I am.
That-
Every time you look up, I be over there with it, just over there, getting him some all the time. The same way I got him, I'm gonna go back and do all them tricks again because ain't no way I would have let that happen.
Auntie, what you said? You better say
I'm going over there naked
louder. Shit.
every day, naked, trench coat, fur coat. It didn't matter
But
in the
she tried it.
wintertime.
She tried it, but it was
Yeah,
too
but you
late.
tried it. It was too late. You had done too much.
Yep. She
But
did
see,
too
I would
much.
have never left. I wouldn't have never left because that's what I'm saying. It's some part of you, you go back to, and this you too, Creature, you go back to what you were taught. You have said it numerous of times. Your mom may not taught you that, but your grandmother and you had women around you
I
to
did.
show you a better way.
Well, let me tell you the truth. I had both, right? I had
Mm-hmm.
women around me that showed me a better way, and I had women around me that showed me what I didn't want to be. And I took heed on. I paid attention to both, and that was just it. That's how
Mm-hmm.
I think I came out okay. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have who, just ask yourself this. In the most humblest way, I'm gonna say this, y'all, because I don't want nobody to say, but who is there to show her children? There's no sisters around. There's no
Mm-mm.
aunties around. There's no mom around. There's no friends around that got common sense. Who is there for them to actually look at when they feel like she is not giving them what they need? Like
They
it's
don't have nobody.
it's bad. You know,
Yeah,
it's
that's real bad because she's alienated everybody. Anybody that want to be around and try to help her, that's how she had those different friends coming. It's because she had them around and they was trying to tell her, a different way, and she get mad and she want to be an Indian. Give her if she go out there and play like she doing a skit and talking about she buying them cars and stuff and wasn't doing none of that because you ain't even bought yourself a car. Girl, go sit down. But she get mad, and
mm-hmm.
then she would always she thought she was getting a bag, but how you got the bag, girl, was wrong. So you're not gonna keep nothing that you get wrong. That's why they say, fast money is not good. Cause you go out there and get it so easy and you can get in a lot of trouble and it's gonna take a lifetime of money to get you out of it.
No, I know. Southern girl, you said she wanted him to chase her. I would say that to a certain extent. So basically, if you know the type of person that we dealing with, and I got the video right here. I don't know if I could play it, but let me play it. Because in this video right here, she kind of Brianna can't be. See, she had came out and she told that big lie. Okay. And in order for that big lie to stand, he had to say, yes, I broke your finger.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
had to admit it for her. Other than that, she could not go out looking like a liar. So she went straight into attack mode, straight into what is it? Fight or flight. She went
Mm-hmm.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that was just because she didn't want to be looked at as a liar. And she talked so much about, oh, I know you want to I know it's your image, you don't care about nothing but your image, but she was really projecting it was what she cared about.
That's exactly what it was.
So
That's
in this
what it
video
was.
right here, we all seen it. That's the one where she thought she was just talking to him. She didn't know he was recording yet, but when she figured out he was recording the conversation, that's when she got a little jazzy. I could play it if y'all want me to play it. I'll play it. But what she thought was, if I can get him to say yes, I broke her finger, or yes, I hurt her with the toe, it would have been exactly. You know what I'm saying? She would have shut up from then. I really believe
Mm-hmm.
she would have shut up then because she would have had her way. But he wasn't going
Mm-hmm.
for that, and I don't blame him. You listen, because the finger one broke him, so we ain't finna go there. But you hurt your finger. You know what I'm saying? Because you was fighting me for my possessions that belong to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I finally said no. You hurt yourself, sweetheart. You hurt yourself. You put yourself
And
in
that's
that.
what she really mad at herself. She mad at herself. She just taking
Absolutely.
it out on everybody else.
Mm-hmm. She
That's
is.
what it is. Her insecurities got the best of it. Go on back to the video, girl, and play that video for these
You want me
people
to
in
play
the
it?
back. Play it for the people in the back.
Oh, okay. Let me play it for the people in the back.
Have you spoke to the council?
I said no.
I ain't hear you say nothing. You ain't talking to me. I mean, I done said everything. You got anything to say to me? I just said I apologize.
No, I don't know what to say.
Apologize for whatever it is. I just apologize for saying things that would hurt you. I apologize. I shouldn't have said that I'm go elsewhere and get affection. Should have never said it. Especially when I know I wasn't gonna do it. Because a man ain't gonna say it anyway. He just gonna go do it. Because like I've been asking for affection all this time and telling you what I need from you. That's because I really love you. That's why I'm telling you what I need. Men who don't love their woman don't even tell you what they need. They just go get it.
Exactly.
You ain't told no lie.
Not one. Who gonna ask for permission to go cheat?
I just don't know how we experiencing two different things when it's reality of what's happening.
No. What you don't understand is when you put that toe, you did hit me in my head, and you don't understand that I'm not fucking lying.
That's when you started lying right there.
Hit the top of the toe the second time when I was trying to get up. That's why I put my hand on top of my head to block my head. That's how you end up hitting my finger. I'm not lying. That's what happened. And you keep saying that's not what happened, but it is. Whether or not you tried to do that, that's what happened.
Exactly, Tabby. That's exactly what it is.
Whether or
You
not
said
you
that I'm
try.
lying,
It
I'm
is
not lying.
manipulation at its best, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Brianna, the problem with that is that's the only thing that you're talking about is me putting the toad on you, and you know why I put the toad on you. Stop acting like you don't know why I did that. This is why it's not. This is why
He
it's
was
not.
trying to block her.
You apologizing for that, but you're not apologizing for my finger. You're not apologizing for my head. You didn't say nothing.
You see, you want me to issue all the apologies.
Facts.
Don't you think you should apologize for the things that led up to that first? Because you're not. And you know I didn't pick a little plastic toad up that don't weigh a pound up to cause any harm to you.
You have force.
I
don't
did-
understand why you don't understand that.
Because
you have force, even if you have a belt in your head and you whipping the kids, you have force. That's why you said you don't want to whip them. Stop saying that.
I don't want to whoop kids at all because I'm just not that type of person. I don't want to inflict.
Oh, wait, let me pause. Let me
kids
pause. Let me
whenever
pause.
Good. Right there, Robert weighed $105 soaking wet.
He just
He
said
had
something else that definitely resonate right now with the present. That's why you don't want to whoop the kids. I don't.
Thank you. But he's abusive. Make it make sense. How you can't have both, baby. You can't have him being abusive, but you don't. That's why you don't even want to hit the kids or whoop the kids because you said you have too much force behind it. Any man gonna have too much force, but I've heard men say that all the time. They don't like to spank their daughters because they know they have a lot of force. But she was sitting there. This girl get me crazy. That's why I don't like talking about it because she'll have you knowing what's true. She'll have you questioning it, because she sits there and contradicts her own lies. She's sitting here and saying that he don't like violence. Period.
Yep.
But you're saying at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
you. That's why I put that tote on top of me to block you, girl. If he don't want to hit the kids, he ain't gonna hit you. You said it yourself.
Well, yeah, and Joanne, this is the point that I made earlier. She over exaggerates what everybody did to her, and she downplays what she did in order for it to actually get to that height.
Oh, we seen that. She got on that. She got on and started lying to the police. And she got up out the bed where you laying down comfortably. And another point that I always say people ignore this part. You remember when she left that day with the police and the children in tow and had she was coercing them to go along with the line in the back seat, and they was looking like a deer in the headlights, like, Mama, I really don't want to be in this. But she was back there saying this, that, aiming at questions and her statements back to the back seat. And the children was lined up looking pitiful. She was back over there the next day. She was back over there the next day by herself. Somebody that has been abused, please explain to me, if you're afraid of your abuser and you afraid of them hurting you, do you go back around them by yourself
Hmm.
and go out to breakfast with them? Because you remember her and Robert sat on the stairwell. He taked it.
Well,
He takes everything. And she sat right there and she was leaning on him. And then they went to eat after.
well, she downplayed that too. But see, the backstory of that was she said she was gonna commit the S word. So it's manipulation. I know how to get you back here. I know I'm not finna do this because when you gonna do that, you're not finna tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you just gonna do it. You gonna leave a note. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be
And
back and pick your keys up and go.
yes, but she knew to say that to get him to the hotel room to be there, and that's how they ended up on them stairs because he had just came from being with her there.
The night before.
Yep. She tried to downplay that too, but whatever.
But she was sitting there manipulating that
right there.
situation too
My
on that
parents knew
stairwell.
how I felt. They whooped my butt.
Mine too.
I got smacked in the face and everything by my parents. They had no remorse. I do. I don't want to whoop no one. I don't want to whoop no kids. I don't want to pick up a tote and put it on you to stop you from hitting me neither. I don't want you to hit me at all.
You better say the right
I want
words.
when we have an argument or debate about something that I could just if you got my phone, I just want my phone back. If I tell you I'm not cheating on you, I want you to trust me and believe that. When I say don't go through my phone, it ain't got nothing to hide. I want you to just take my word for it. I just wanted you to trust me. That's it.
That's what you're supposed to have in a
And
marriage.
I'm a black man.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
always
like,
treated like a
that's a
criminal
part of
every day.
rejection. Okay, you're not finding nothing in the phone. She said that herself. She never would find nothing. What the do you want to keep going through the phone for? You know what I'm saying? It was all, it had to be control. Who we work with, you had to have the passwords. And when she couldn't do it no more, this is where we ended up at.
Just when they look at me,
Oh,
they see me as a black man.
stop.
There you go, love.
She said she paid for them to get remarried, right? Robert
Mhm.
was fresh. He was still going through treatments and stuff because, like I said, he didn't weigh a buck 05 over there in Jamaica. When they went over there to be remarried, Robert was very, very skinny, frail, skinny. He couldn't even do too much when they was over there, but lay around because he was so weak. And you could see it. He still had his tube feeder in him. She wanted to get married again. She was just so set on going over there. And she said she's been going through this for 6 years. Why you want to go over there and marry him again after 6 years? Make it make sense.
Thank you,
You
Amber,
paid
for the
for it.
coffee. Thank you, Matu, for the cash app. Thank you.
So somebody tell me where they do that at. I mean, because the poor man was, he you could tell her energy was totally all about her when they was over there. When they
Hmm.
was over there, she had the skimpiest clothes on. She wouldn't even have be around him, you know, when they told him to dance together, she would always dance around, away from him. She acted like she didn't want to be with him. And then you had the nerve to come out your mouth, girl, and you said you lost attraction for him after that surgery. I thought that was the most.
Well, you said she made it all about herself. Did y'all forget it was her birthday? Did y'all
Well,
forget it
you
was
could
the
have
same
just
time as
went.
her birthday? So she wasn't just there to renew her vows, baby. She was there to celebrate her birthday too. See, everything has to be around her. Everything has to be based off of her. Yeah. Yeah, she was celebrating her birthday at the same time.
Yeah, she did a whole photo shoot and everything,
Yeah.
and she was naked the whole time.
Let me see. How
I'm
much is this?
41 years old. people have looked at me like a criminal my whole life, and I've never even committed a criminal act. And again, our queens of this world hold power. If you say it, they believe it. Why? You've been sleeping with me every day. We have a kid together. So when you jump out here and say things about me, they're going to believe it. You didn't jump out here and say, well, he put the toad on me after I pepper sprayed him and did all this stuff, after I took his phone and after I grabbed the Mac, after I ran, you ran and grabbed pepper spray. People go do that when someone's actually trying to harm them. I was not trying to harm you at all. I was just asking for my devices.
Hey, everybody coming in.
That's where the problem is at. You're not,
hey, Latte.
You're only talking about your hand and your head when clearly you know I did not aim at your head or your hand. I was trying to prevent you from attacking me. That's why I'm trying to figure out how you don't get that, how you don't see that.
I know.
Like maybe we need some type of help in this situation. If you don't remember those things, because right now it seems like you don't remember none of that.
You the only one that don't remember anything. You don't.
No, I remember. I remember everything. We can go to the house.
You just sat it on top of me and I just sat there. You just threw it on top of me and I was just like this.
No, you were trying to kick.
He was trying to block you.
No, I didn't. I placed it over your feet.
So she was kicking him.
What are you talking? How was I lying? You still ignoring what led up to all of that. That plastic tote laying in there. How did that plastic tote even get there? How did you get back into that predicament after spraying me with pepper spray? Stop doing that. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why it's almost like you don't want to be friends. It's like you just want to be. You want me to be an enemy or something.
I don't want to be nothing.
I mean, that's pretty obvious with what you're doing right now. Because like the honesty is the only thing that's gonna set us both free. I'm being honest.
Yes, Latte.
I'm being clearly honest, and I'll show you what I did. I'll show it on my kids. I'll take the Sharia and show exactly what I did. I'll go buy a whole new empty tote and get the Sharia to another area and show exactly what I did. I'll get her to play out, react the whole thing.
Leave the show where she is.
So you can see, because it seemed like you don't get it.
What's the point of this conversation?
The conversation is just to see if you're gonna show some remorse and stop painting me out to be this criminal that I'm not.
I'll tell you how to be nothing.
That's what you're doing. You make it seem like I aimed at your head with a tote or aimed at your hand.
You put it on top of me with your force.
I definitely put the tote over you to stop you, restrain you is what I was doing.
Okay.
That's on my mama.
She's just an abuser magnet is what she trying to put out here. Because every man has to put his hand on you.
Well, I'll take one thing I will tell you, and
you didn't put it over my back. You didn't put it over my butt. You didn't put it over my legs. You put it over my whole entire body. From the top of my head.
Let me give you a known fact because I think you don't know this. I know you don't know this. When a finger gets broken, it swells up instantly. Well, the camera shows this. The camera shows it.
How can you see did you go fucking zoom?
I zoomed in. Yes, I did. I zoomed in.
Everybody did.
I zoomed in on it. I zoomed in. I zoomed in on your hand, Brianna.
I said no. I'd rather go to the hospital.
I zoomed in.
They said it wasn't broken.
I got plenty of pictures of my finger.
Yes.
Plenty of them. No, it ain't no after.
I zoomed in on the picture. It's on the video.
I haven't seen it. I got plenty of pictures.
I'll send you the video because you can tell when somebody's hand is swollen.
I don't care what you.
Well, your hand is not swollen in the video.
This ain't about you. This about me. You ain't in the ER.
Oh,
your hand is not swollen in the video, Brianna.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I can show you the video. I zoomed in on it.
Okay.
She said, "This ain't about me. This ain't about you. This is about me." Like she did nothing.
Before you left the house.
I ain't do shit.
Okay, well, it wasn't swollen at the house. So.
She's so childish. I can't.
Okay, so what do you want?
I want you to be honest.
I am being fucking honest. I'm not gonna keep having
my too.
You got a different side and I got a different side. Both of it is the fucking truth. I get it.
I'm with my two.
What the fuck happened to me? What happened to you? I don't know. And I'm about to keep going back and forth with you. You ain't the one in no fucking cast or no fucking split on your fucking finger. So
you sound like a 5-year-old, Brianna. Really, you do.
Yeah, he was Mace.
You be in a damn wrestling hole and I'm pushing you off of me. You didn't get.
I put you in a wrestling hole.
You didn't get hurt not once.
I put you in a wrestling hole, Brianna.
And get your laptop and you get extremely.
Brianna, I put you in a wrestling hole.
Put it on top of my head.
Oh,
please.
How did he do this
You
for
didn't
6 years?
take this shit on top of me and just walk the fuck away. That's how you making it seem. You making it seem like you just got this goddamn toe, put it on top of me, and then you walked away. It's not what the fuck happened. You did it twice.
That's what the video shows too. The video shows that I just walked away.
Let's empty this shit out. If she want a fucking demonstration, feel like this shit just fucking.
Yeah, now look at that toe. How can that inflict any type of thing? Yeah, look at that toe.
So
Girl, and her clothes was in totes and garbage bags when she was talking to her packing.
No. Now, do
She said it's gonna hit my
Do
head, but
kicking
nothing was
motion.
wrong with your head. It was
Do
your
your kicking
hand
motion
because
that
you
you
was
was doing.
fighting. You were using your hands to fight.
yes, you can kick from on the floor. That's the easiest way to kick.
Fee,
And you know what else was easy?
I'm with you.
Walk away downstairs to go.
I couldn't. You
Oh,
grabbing
so
on me.
walk away while you macing me. You following me. You take
You go stand there and
my
take it.
Just
So-
walk
so-
away while I do everything.
So on the grabbing, so you grabbing on me?
Taking excuses about somebody kicking you.
Yes, you punch me and everything. Oh my God.
You see that Fee, don't you? Never cleaned up her house.
Slave master talking about you capturing me.
Go ahead and keep talking.
Fee.
I'm not no animal. I'm not no pet. I'm not no peasant. I'm a human. Instead of you putting a
That
total on me, you
part.
should have went downstairs and got my dad.
So am I human?
I'm with you, Joanne.
Why did you mace me?
I wasn't attacking you.
Why did
I
you
was
get
pulling on
pepper
your
spray?
pants.
Why did
It's
you
a
get
difference
pepper
in
spray?
attacking you and pulling on your pants.
Why are you pulling on my pants?
Downplaying her position again.
It's a difference.
Always.
Why are you pulling on my pants?
It's a difference.
Why you slap me in the head all those
It's a
times?
difference. Because you was holding on to me tight on my fucking
I was not
hand.
holding on to you. I was trying to get my phone and go
I'm trying to
leave.
get the phone out your pocket. And
Why?
you like this.
Woo!
So why are you trying to get my
And I was
phone?
like, damn, get up. So I started pushing you to get you off of me.
Why? Why are
But
trying to
you
get my
going in
phone?
his pockets to get his phone.
Why? Why you talking to bitches?
I wasn't.
You was.
Somebody show her this because she looks like a star naked fool up there.
And you seen the messages from patients. Now how do you feel?
Yeah, Patience said you kept going to the mall to see her. Like,
So-
oh,
Girl, you ought to be thanking him for them teeth in your mouth and
But
that
he
butt you
actually
sitting
seen
on.
the message from Patience. How did
Okay.
you feel?
All right,
Why you took
all
the
right.
phone?
Okay,
Why else would you took the phone?
okay. You done created a
You
whole
ain't been
scenario.
taking it. I done seen all type of bitches in your
It's
phone.
okay,
and
Fee.
you
We
ain't
live
never
and we
took it
learn.
in. Why you want to take it now?
I'm
I
tired.
done asked you about all type of bitches in your phone, all type of bitches that you been in your DMs and you be like, oh, that was for business. Oh, okay. Oh, that shit done this to my song. Oh, okay. Now when this person come across, it's snatching the phone.
Hey,
Well,
so
Tired of that?
Asking about what's the difference in me asking about any other shit?
Don't you
What's
think
the
somebody would?
difference?
Don't you think
What is
somebody
the
would get tired?
difference?
I'm
you know
tired.
we gotta laugh about this.
What is the difference?
I couldn't even deal with this. I can't
That's
deal with
different.
it.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hate
tired.
arguing, as a matter of fact.
I've been
I need to
tired
be at karaoke with my two.
Right. So why are we having this conversation? I'm tired of it.
because why did you have to do
Why are
all
we
of
having
this?
this conversation?
Because you're because
Why are
you're
we having
lying
this
on me.
conversation?
Because you're lying on
What is
me.
the point? What is the point of you calling me every day? What is the point of us talking? I don't understand. Why are we talking? It's no point. You're done. I'm done. Fuck it. It's just done. Ain't shit else to talk about.
Because you're ruining
The-
my life.
The only thing that made her start crying is saying
You're
it was
ruining my
over.
life.
It does not
That's
matter.
it. Joanne said them phones set her off.
You never go and post at Robert Hampton.
Yes,
broke
you
my fucking
are.
finger.
So who broke your
did not.
finger? So who broke your finger? Because it wasn't me.
You,
No, I didn't.
you the only one hit me in the head with a fucking toe.
Yep, I never hit you in the head with a toad. That's a lie.
You know what, Paul?
But
That's a lie. On
if
your
he's
legs,
okay,
then you was
okay,
kicking me
okay,
up.
hold on, y'all. Let's just say this. Let's just use this for an example. If he did hit her in the head with the tote, why the fuck is your finger? Why are we discussing?
You
your
would
finger?
have a concussion.
Why are we discussing a finger if you said I hit you in the head with the tote? We would be discussing my head, right? And not my finger.
Lip. These videos triggering me because I can't take her. I can't take, you never take accountability for your actions. It's always somebody else's fault. I mean, like, damn girl, come on. Please, come on. I would look back on this if that was me and I'd be mad at myself. But this is what I'm thinking. It's just an analogy. She was going with Janelle before, right? Before she left that house.
Wait, Special K, wait, Special K. Do not lose that thought because I got something for you on that one. But I gotta do this real quick. Latte, why? If you wasn't attracted to him, if you was bumping seats for 6 years, girl, I would have gone
You,
and gave him away. You know what I'm saying? That would have
you,
made it easier for me to go be free and do what I wanted to do. Look, go play with your
gift
girl
wrapping.
and let me just go on and end this. And I wouldn't have been taking no pages. I would have been still checking my bag and checking yours too. But
Hello.
what is you talking about? Like you wasn't even attracted anymore. That's what you came out and you told us after he lost the weight. So why were you so worried about who was in the phone? You wasn't even fucking him.
That's what she said.
He was crying for affection. But
That's
because
what she
you
said.
didn't like him no more, you wasn't even showing that. You couldn't even give that. You wanted out anyway. This was your way out. Why didn't you just go peacefully?
Girl, she should have gift wrapped him and gave it to another man. I mean, a woman. I would have handed him. But like I said, me and her different because I wasn't going nowhere. He said he would make it $80,000, $80,000 a month. You think I'm finna get up and go?
No, I'm not. Let me
Now I
tell you,
come there with $1. I ain't even have $1 to my name when I came there. You think I'm finna get up and go?
listen, if I was gonna go, I would have been going peacefully. I would have still been able to make my money peacefully. You would have still been able to make yours because see, we already got the attachments. You see what I'm saying? That that's
Mm-hmm.
some of that bread from too. So I would have just went on about my business because I don't like you anyway no more. You know what I'm saying? I just think I'm just not mature enough to tell you that I don't like you.
Well, I'm finna
That
tell
I'm not
you
attracted
why. I'm finna tell you why. She's sitting up there. You see them tears she crying and how she acting. What that is another man in your ear telling you what to, get away from him, whoop, 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 talking all that good stuff to you, making you feel like you the bag. Because see, you breaking him off something while you're with your husband.
What it
You
was
breaking you.
is, then you know what, special you, I hear you too. You know what? But I don't even think it was another just another man. I think it was men. She when he was sick, she was able to experience a little more of freedom because she went from one to
Mhm,
six. So I think it was more of a combination. You know what I'm saying? Of more men, multiple men. She just seen that when you get out there and they trying to holler, 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 holler everywhere, and she like,
but this
whoa,
is what I'm saying, Christian. You got a man in your ear pushing to be known. It's different. He talked a good game and got her out there because remember when she first come out with him, it was Wu Tang this and Wu Tang that, riding off these other folks' names, the real Wu Tang. So she was out there pushing. She thought she had her a big stepper, like she said. She really did. She thought she had somebody above Robert. She thought she was finna go through doors that Robert wasn't gonna be able to go through. So she thought she really had some because Janelle was over there pushing it up in her ear,
oh my
pushing it up.
god, this is why you are our favorite unicorn, baby.
She pushed it. He pushed her out there and made a fool out of her. And right now, them tears she crying. She mad at herself because she listened to that broke ass nigga. That's what it
Special
is.
K, read that comment.
What?
Latte said she got them bandages from Walgreens.
She
Like
did.
her store.
She did. She did. And I'm just saying, anybody that ever had a man that want to be known or was a side piece or something, he wanted everybody to know about him. Look at the way Janelle acted. He always used to jump in the little skits. He always showed up at every little thing she had at the house. He was running around there. He had to be there. He wanted to be on Front Street. He was antagonizing Robert too with his own child. So I I really feel he getting his because he talked her up out that house, out that bag, and she mad at herself. So she taking it out on Robert. No, go back to that man that promised you the world and didn't give it to you. That's where you need to be, man. Your aggression need to be over there on Janelle. You need to be knocking him in the head with a toe. You need to be saying, what about all this stuff you promised me? Because I ain't seen nothing you ever gave me. You had the nerve, Brianna, to tell the world he ain't never did nothing for you. So that tells me right there, you mad
And
because you
before
walked away.
and before Amber actually goes live, I'm gonna play something. Thank you so much, Latte, for putting that for me. Remember, she was going to church dress. All, yep, she was because she was into the pastor. I mean, Ayana came out and finally just let that out.
The
Or
pastor was screwing.
the deacon. I think it was the
Well, the
deacon.
deacon, she was
Uh,
screwing
which
Deacon Fry.
which the deacon had a pregnant wife. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she loves to cause chaos and fake that so-called hospital receipt and did. Um, even the paperwork, even the paperwork from her finger does not state it was broken. Well, even the lie detector test shows there wasn't no physical abuse. Clock that. Um, she said that herself. My two
The
cents.
emergency room said her finger wasn't broke.
Uh-huh.
So, like I said, she
That
just
part.
hooked it. She thought putting this out here was gonna make Robert say, you know what? I'm worried about my image, so let me go on back over here and get this food and quieten her down. But it didn't happen like that. Robert was like, you gone and you gonna stay gone. I don't want no parts of you.
I'm
He
gonna
didn't.
try to run through this for the people that haven't seen it, but it's one thing I want to show y'all before we get off. But let
Where
me
you was
see.
kicking me. Your legs. Over your legs where you were kicking me at. Why you still don't get what I'm saying? Yes, it do. My whole body will fit in that tote, Brianna. I'm taller than you.
Exactly. So when you put that toe over me, you cover my whole body.
Okay, so in order to stop you from kicking me, that's what I did. That's a fact.
Okay, right.
So why your legs ain't broke?
Okay, Robert. Hurry up and get whatever you got to say out.
Why are you trying to ruin my name?
Robert.
I did not hurt your finger.
We can go on live. You ain't gotta fucking.
So she's realizing that she's on live. Look, so she finna
conversation. Because that's just what it is. That's what we can do. You ain't got to try to get your phone and try to record some shit.
We can come together.
What's that?
We can go live together with all the children. We can go live with all the children.
Thank you, Gracie.
Go live with
Thank
all
you,
the
Gracie.
children.
Creepy channel.
We can go live with all the children.
Look better like a narcissist does. How about you bring me on fucking live? Let's go on live and we have this conversation live.
I know the fuck that's right, Robert. Order in the court. Oh my God. Let me
That took me out when he did that.
I mean, because my God. But this one, because this is this is kind of what you're talking about, Special K, and uh-oh.
I'm just saying, it just looked like that to me. She's taking all this aggression out on him because that man was in her ear making all these promises, and
All right.
he really thought she was the bag. Because it ain't like she is famous,
Yeah, and
So
that's
he
what he
didn't know
thought.
her.
He wanted to he wanted to build his social media presence and
Yes.
Get his name out there a little more because he's only up and coming. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't caught that
Yes.
big break yet. And he's right now, he's quiet too. Like everybody want to say, oh, Janelle, but Janelle ain't come out here, and he's quiet too because he's trying to make it. And he know he has to be quiet in order. Like it's people already talking, on him, but he has to be quiet because if he don't, shit, the cancel culture is real out here.
He gonna incriminate himself worse.
Hmm.
So, but what I'm saying, he did all that. They was talking to each other. They was doing some pillow talking.
Oh, my bad.
So good on the face. They're not
Hold
too
on.
big. They're not too small. They're not heavy.
Go ahead, sis.
They were doing some pillow talking to each other. She was telling him, all about the social media and how she, in her head, she was famous. She still thinks she's famous. So she's sitting there promising him the world, and he's like, okay. So fast forward. She act up when they go to New York. And the friend flat out told him, he said, man, I told you, get in and get what you can get and get out. Don't go back. So they already had peeped her out, is what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Oh wow, Miss Lisa. Hold on. I thought he didn't do. No, he was a real big stepper. He don't do skits. We ain't forget. Real actor.
Okay. Time for me to work, and I ain't doing that. Huh?
Oh, she cut up on this one. She cut up.
Stop asking me. You can clearly see that on my page. Disappeared. Poof me gone. You don't see him nowhere on there.
His friends don't like her.
You know the best thing about not being married, Keita?
She couldn't stop talking about it.
Now I can do what the fuck I want to do, and not nobody gonna be like, "You're married. You're married. Oh my gosh, you're married."
She don't even want to be a wife. But it's so crazy how she put out here portray like she want a family. She don't want to be a wife.
Now I can get on here and be like,
look.
And everybody gonna be like, throw it. You better have your bestie up now. Throw it.
That's all she want to do.
Ew, you're married. I'm about to go tell. You're married. You have no business. Have no business doing that. Now I can turn up. I'm about to say
now I can turn up.
It ain't been turned since.
Talking about now I can turn up.
We gotta plan this. We gotta plan this. We gotta do a whole divorce party.
But just listen to her. Listen to her. Okay, Amber.
Party, okay. We got a lot of parties coming up. Don't bring no shrimps, because I don't want to. Damn, party. Hold on. Tea time. I mean.
You see, she said drop the link.
Bring no shrimp.
The stripper need to be at the knee.
Well, if he a shrimp, why you out here making all this motion over a shrimp?
Huh? Yeah. Hurry up and better for the job. Okay, make sure you hire a bunch of them. Who? I'm not wearing my ring. Damn, Keita, what hand is this? What, that one? This one. That's your right hand.
Yeah, Chomper, she said that.
Okay. So, is this my married hand? Mm-mm. Okay, this is my married hand. Mm-hmm. Okay, these two rings. But you know, it looks different on the camera.
And you got a truth ring on now. Talking about Janelle proposed.
Yes, she did, Shanta.
You know what? God damn it! If I want to wear my ring that I bought.
The lies you tell,
but yeah, you bought your ring after it was the 5th one that you was not happy with. Ungrateful ass little girl. That should have been one of his red flags.
Shit,
I got the video where they say that she went through like 4
yes, upper.
Didn't like him.
Read upper.
When she first met, getting her nerves.
They don't stop no niggas from hollering. Shit. If you want it,
she said that don't stop no niggas from hollering.
If you want it, you can give it.
Girl, you tried to lie on the baby, and he had to tell you off.
Shit, even with him on my page, niggas was still in the DMs. They don't give a damn.
No, they wasn't. You lied on the baby. And Country Wayne. Why Janelle over there trying to link up with him?
I think this is the video right here.
Somebody text me like, Trey. Say Grand Rising. I keep seeing that everywhere now. Grand Rising? Yeah.
Beverly, I agree. She was embarrassed. She was trying to overcompensate for the mess she made. Like she's happy and she really wasn't. Woo. Hey, G Mama.
Yes. He was in the line.
Oh, shit.
Listen, them damn dead. Put a hump in your bed and shake it. Hey. Put a hump in your bed.
Wow. Can you pause it right quick, Creaky?
Let's go.
Hey, Special K.
Hey, Lee. I spoke to you 3 times.
Huh?
I said I spoke to my niece 3 times.
You just can't see.
Hold on 1 second.
You right about that.
I'm trying to get to the part. Hold on.
What? Hold on, Creaky. Pause it right quick so I can get down.
Go ahead.
Hey, everybody. Hey, chat. So how many people we got in here?
Girl, shut up.
How many people? Something in here?
Drop you.
You say it's 4 something?
418.
Okay, we got 418 in here.
How many likes we got?
2 some.
What?
Can we please show the host some support by hitting that like button or either sending a cash app or the coffee link, hitting that coffee link, please, while she give y'all some bomb content of this liar that that's just a habitual liar. Please
I
support the
love me.
host.
Lord have mercy.
I know she nerve wracking. Get down. Okay, because you finna go live, so you better be ready because I'm
All
finna
right.
let
No,
you hear
I'm
this.
not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So you ain't gotta rush. Bye.
Why you ain't going?
Aiden,
I
I
don't
gotta
feel
go on
like it.
somewhere.
I
You
don't
know,
feel like it. Bye.
Aiden, where you gotta go, nephew? Where you gotta go, baby?
He ain't gotta go nowhere today.
Oh, okay.
All right.
okay.
Bye.
All right, let me let y'all because she was acting up in this one.
That used to be shit. Do you miss being married? Just being no. Goddamn.
She
I'm
sure
free.
did say that, Veronica, out her own mouth.
Mm-hmm.
For real. When you got a partner in life that supports you fully, I think you'll enjoy being married. But I haven't had that experience.
Whoa.
So
I mean the lies.
but when I did
Hey,
get that
Upper.
experience,
Hey, but the lies.
they said she almost broke her neck. She almost broke her neck yesterday. This nigga was calling her phone.
Uh,
She was about to fucking
when you
she was
don't,
running
when
and
you
shit.
have a
I said,
partner in your life that support you fully.
And what she said? She said that about Janelle.
fucking football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hold on. Let me yeah, no.
Of course, Felicia. That's the oldest trick in the book.
Nah. She was running to that phone, girl.
And
She
you ain't
had
gotta
the
be
nerve to
no
stop.
big mandingo. So
Thank you.
that's that mentality, that little girl mentality.
How they got that music drop?
Tell me who you thought was running.
Now where all these people at now?
Ain't running nowhere.
Yeah, you is.
She's a runner. She's a track star. I'm gonna let me fight.
Bitch. I said, oh shit.
You know, the crazy part is she's sitting here like LaTruth ran behind her and she
Hey,
jumped
Stormy.
in his DM.
You missed the call, you missed the call.
So she was basically saying right there
Yeah.
that she was running for the phone because this is already when she was talking to Janelle, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So just listen to her.
She said, yeah, you just got out of prison. I did.
Yeah, she
I
did.
was being fed. For real. For real. I was in here like this.
Very basic, very low
what people
class.
see. It's what people don't see. What they didn't see. What they didn't know. These kids about to be 4 years old. It's been going on longer than me.
Bitch.
Oh no. She tried to say expose the other day and said expose.
What are you still doing
I said,
here?
Lord.
You still have not downloaded Pi Adblock? You know I'm just going to keep showing up on your screen until you download it, right? Honestly, it's 2025.
Girl,
no
bye.
one's...
Bye, girl. Hey, Terry.
That party. Make sure it's lit. Okay?
Are you leaving?
Make sure you plan the
party.
Yeah.
What we gonna have it?
At the strip club.
Oh. Just let me know what strip club and I start talking. Just let me know.
We need some big dick willies.
Oh.
You already got it.
I ain't got nothing.
No, I'm not saying you personally got it. But
I want to be there like this. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that nigga like.
You know why men get tired of her? Because she's suffocating. She'll suffocate a man.
Say that's go ahead. I ain't hear you, Special K.
I said she wears a man out. She's too needy and she suffocates a man.
She
She
does.
don't let him. She is. You got to be up under her. You got to be constantly telling her. That's how I know she has low self esteem because you constantly got to tell her she's this, she's that, she's the greatest. You know she don't have no self love that she tries to preach about. And I'm like, girl, that's why I don't listen to her. You know because you the last one need to tell anybody about self-love. But you notice if her little friends wasn't round there and co-signing with her bad behavior, they all gone.
She is a malignant narcissist.
Yeah.
Everybody has to admire her. You see, it is. I'm telling you, like when I was reading, I was just like, this is crazy.
She's very insecure. She has always been very insecure, and she always wanted to model herself after people who are really famous.
It's
Uh,
okay, Missy.
and it's just sad that you're in her own head, and I know you all are probably too young to know, but y'all need to read up on watch the movie Sybil. She puts you in the mind of Sybil.
I'm gonna
Sybil was,
watch it because I never I hear and
oh
I've
my
heard about it
God.
and read about it, but I've never seen the movie.
Watch the movie and you'll just drop your mouth like, oh my God, she is a
Thank you
real
so much,
life
I'm chosen.
Sybil.
It sure is. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just she was SC said she don't have Cash App and that's okay. Chosen said your support is appreciated and it is. Just hit the like
It
button.
is. You
Um
know, I can't do nothing up here, can I? I have to drop back down in the chat to hit the links for anything. Just
yeah, you okay. But yes, you I don't think you I don't know. Unless you own like two devices.
oh, okay.
Hey Gemini. But listen, so she gonna talk a little. Let me see.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
can
fit
ride the
this one.
horse. Yeah.
Girl, you
Hey
ain't
Gemini.
I already see it.
I don't know how to
I
act.
ain't even know how to act. You don't even know how to act right here in your own house by yourself. So I know when you get out and get ready to have some fun, when you get ready to release all of that
She
hurt,
already
pain, and
released,
stress
baby.
and vomit.
She gonna tell us. She gonna tell us right
I'm
here.
gonna be babysitting you and the kids. I'm gonna be babysitting you and the kids.
Don't take me back to LA because that's where the party was at.
J Chopper, you know what Sybil is. You seen that movie? Oh, this
Period, Latte. That's exactly what happened. That's what she wanted to be. Thank you, Miss
I be wanting to tell
Lisa.
you that tea so bad, but y'all
Tabby,
too
thank you,
much.
babe.
Y'all some snitches.
Look, she said I want to tell y'all so
The
bad.
whole world.
Literally.
you wanted to tell about Janelle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh, she gonna tell it.
boy,
I
can't
know.
Keep a secret. Can't even keep a secret.
that ain't gonna work. It didn't work.
Because
And he
whatever
should have
man
told
she's
you.
with, she
Should
morphs
have.
into that
Hey,
man.
Freddie.
Me?
Remember when she tried to talk like she was from New York? She tried to act like she was from New York and all this stuff when she morphs into any man she get with. And any woman that she idolized, she turned herself right on into them.
Man too. You see her trying to talk New York? Man too. She
Mhm.
said call. Oh, when I call, girl, you ain't never talked like that in your entire life. Stop
I
it.
know. That's why I said
Yourself.
she
Stop
morphs into a
transforming.
man. Into whatever man she's with, that's who she morphs herself into. It's like she take on his entire personality, and then she want him around 24/7. And another thing men look at too, if you'll leave your kids just to come over here and give me some, and you don't care if they eating or whatever, that speaks volumes of a woman. And a lot of men look at that. She'll
Mm-hmm.
leave her kids and come over here and be with me. She'll
Yes,
do this for
they do
me, and
look
she'll
at
do.
that. And
Mhm.
right now, the way she's acting is manic. It may look like, oh, she's just going back to be at 304. Yeah, she doing that too, but this is a manic episode. Little do y'all,
Mhm.
because and basically it's an excited one though. You know what I'm saying? Because she's already then busted open.
She feel like she in
So now
control.
she got a new man. They say you got to get over one, you got to get under one. So that's what she just did, and now she's happy. But if she wouldn't have never, this was only a little release full of truth at this time because she was already, and she gonna tell us like she was already. Um, y'all, this woman is a mess, y'all. That's all I gotta say. It's sad. Like nothing else makes her happy but being under a ninja and getting some put in her.
Mhm.
And that's what this was right here. I'm Forever Chosen. She was unhealed and unhinged. And it may
That's
look
it.
like she was happy, but she was not.
Mhm.
She was not. She was suppressing those hurt feelings by going to, sleep with another man, which was so crazy because she's gonna in this video she say, in LA and oh the balcony and the scenery, and she makes it, you know what I'm saying. So she was basically telling that that's what happened already. That's why she was so excited until She wasn't no more.
It's all gonna show you gonna be thick.
They gonna have no.
She gonna be what? She gonna be thick. Sis skinnier than I'm right now. Thick where?
The money didn't stop Janelle really not attracted to her. Just like she said about LaTrue, she wasn't attracted to LaTrue. He not attracted to her because she was just a bag for him.
She can't stop talking about it. She said, I ain't gonna have no back cramps no more. I ain't twerked in 6 years. The lies. You mean you ain't twerked on no in 6 years?
Doing your knees last night. I couldn't get them.
See, at least my knees ain't cracking.
Mine don't either.
And that's it, Gwen. And she's nothing. She's a baby mother.
Well,
ain't nothing like some holy sanctified.
Don't do that. Choppers.
Imagine making $453,000 in a single month as an affiliate marketer.
I'm torturing y'all with this.
Without relying on Google, Facebook, or.
You know what I meant. That's why I said choppers.
No, ain't nothing like some holy sanctified. So this is so telling. Latte, where you at? Come to the front of the class. She is telling us ain't nothing like some holy sanctified. That's the deacon. But she's also about to tell y'all. See, Ayana was speaking some facts because she's also about to tell y'all what she did in LA. So she was doing them at the same time. So Ayana said when one was leaving, the next one was coming, and that's what was happening.
Wait a minute. Can we pray a minute?
It's tomorrow.
Can we pray a minute? I'm gonna be like, yes, baby, let's pray. Let's pray right now.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, it's the energy for me.
A good spiritual man that knows what he wants is in the same realm with you, that wants to grow with you.
Drake.
And to heal your traumas.
No, he'll need to heal my traumas.
Yeah. Not you.
I'm already be healed.
No, ma'am.
I'm sick of you. I just can't take it anymore.
Get that shit over.
You know what? You look like you ain't
fuck me up and run away.
Go to Pound Town. Bye. Oh my God, my friend. Oh my Lord.
And you're right. That's the common denominator.
That's a long time not to be sexually unhappy.
Lisa, you can come on up, and I'm gonna drop down and let Lisa come.
Say that again.
I'm gonna drop down and let Lisa come. So she can have
I been dropped the link for her. Okay.
Thank you.
You, of course. Thank you. Somebody said, hold on. Let me put this there. Out of all the money she spent on Booger Boy, I've been reading the comments, y'all. Don't think I haven't. Out of the money she spent on Booger Boy, like on that billboard she got him really early in their relationship. I don't believe that was even a real billboard, Shanta, but I never saw her have her little ones up. No, she doesn't have birthday parties. I mean, she didn't have a baby shower. She didn't have she did a cheap gender reveal. Like, yeah. She don't do that. Remember, she said one of the baby's birthday parties he was doing. He said he wanted something. Come, Miss Lasanda. She said he was doing too much. That's too much money.
Girl, this whore was effing Janelle all the time.
And the deacon too.
Yeah, and the deacon too. But you know what, Crease? Just like, you know what? That's why, let me tell you something, Crease. That's why Janelle do her like he do her. Because he know what she was when he got with her. You think that man ain't seeing all that shit? That's why he know her. She played her hand and she thought she had what I love when you say, big stepper, DV status, no skits, no YouTube and all that. Big status, movie. He ate and left no crumbs. He said he ate and left no crumbs. Girl, he crumbs and you crumbs.
And she's reaping none of the benefits from all that she claimed he was.
Yeah.
As you said, you can't make a woman like that into a celebrity wife or a church deacon. No. But y'all know this is why this is why she can link up with some of the people she linking up with now, i.e. King Jean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You follow me? One of them wanted to be the found out. I guess they wasn't even legally married. But one of them was the so-called the pastor's wife, and then wanted to be with Plies' brother. You know, and or the dope boy that's in jail. Like these women is they belong together.
Girl, you know what? I know for a fact. Janelle, hey, he left Chrissy. I
Hmm.
kn-
But I
I
I
know
made
cause
that point.
Chrissy got it going on. She got her own business and she classy and all that. Janelle, hey, he did this. See what he thought he was coming into some big money and stuff, and he just messed his whole life up. He probably could have made it to the big screen if he wouldn't have been bothered with her.
The big screen. You know
Yes,
what I'm
the big
saying? I
yes.
truly believe that.
I do too. I believe that man could have made it. Cause after Wu
Mhm.
Tang, everybody he played that Wu Tang. Everybody was noticing him from Wu Tang and stuff. But
Mhm.
he over there with
But
Country
you
Wayne. Boy, they dropping so much stuff. Country Wayne gonna let his ass go. Country
but
Wayne ain't
you
gonna have
see,
Country
it
Wayne ain't
ain't.
gonna have that for backlash in his stuff. Cause he getting money.
But you
Mhm.
also see, like right now, see this is another problem. Sis don't know how to keep her mouth shut because it kind of died down on his abuse, his anything with her. You know what I'm saying? It kind of died down, but you open your mouth and now you got people right back on his ass. That's why she's spinning out of control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she can't keep her mouth shut, so fucking with her, he gonna lose every time. Y'all excuse my language, but messing with this one, he's going to lose every time.
But Trish, if she was so happy, why can't you move on co-parent with Robert and y'all get along? If you so over Robert and you in love with Jonelle, what is the hold up? Why is you still letting everybody tell your baby daddy that? And you know Robert a good father. Girl, you know Robert is the best man you ever had, the best baby daddy you ever had. You is messing your whole life up. But God got something for her.
Well,
Trust what I
Shawnee,
say.
you answered your question. She already messed her life up. Even if
Yeah,
she wasn't with Robert, she already messed her life up. You know what I'm saying? By coming out and telling the lie. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Then coming and then retracting, and then coming out and doing it to another man, and then retracting. Ain't nobody finna take you serious. So right
Right.
now, she is very unhappy. She's pretending to be happy in this relationship. She probably feel like this is it for her. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, on the inside, she's tore up. She's in shambles.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, you can see it all in her eyes when she got bags under her eyes. And so she ain't her same self. She don't look like her same self.
Every time that ninja piss her off, every time it don't go her way, she asks herself, "What the was she thinking?"
But you know what? I seen some posts that she been making too all day today. So something ain't right. Janelle probably on her ass. You done got these people out here backlashing me again and shit like that. He ain't crazy. That man, they tearing him up everywhere. Ain't nobody letting up off him this time
Yeah, welcome to
because you came out here and you striking everybody pay. You should have sat your ass down. TPO this, TPO that. Now
yeah.
you got everybody on your big stepper ass again. That's good for your ass. She deserve it.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. Yeah. JXY wanted Chrissy to stay low, to lay low while he get like on the money. Plus, she lost her baby. And here's the thing. I feel like Chrissy knew him to a certain extent. I don't even feel like he wanted her to lay low while he took her money. I feel like he knew where he was gonna go. Um Ultimately, he knew that he wanted the clout. See, Jonelle was stuck on clout, number one. So he
Right.
wanted the clout, he wanted the social media presence, he wanted to get his name out there. But I still, you know what I'm saying? I still say, like I said in the beginning, all these things that she and that he did to her, he was not that man. If you let Chrissy tell it, he wasn't that man to her. That's why I say, like, it's something that's happening that she's doing that you, she's toxic. She gonna ruin all their lives.
Exactly, Chris. She gonna run every lie they got. And what she don't run Janelle live, baby, because I heard you say you type in his name and what happened?
If you type in his name on YouTube, it is what it is.
So his
And
name is like his name like Robert name.
for the most part, yes. And I think it needs to be. And I hate to say this, you know what I'm saying? Like that sounds so bad, but after all, it needs to be because he played his part as well. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You came onto the scene and you didn't you know what I'm saying? Like you should have never wanted to argue with another man if you was trying to be in another man's kid's life, right?
Right.
But you came into the scene, you torturing him with his child. Every time we see a video, you got his child or either on your lap, you got her at the door saying you want to go with Robert, not you want to go with your daddy. So it's a lot of things that he do deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just his karma, unfortunately, and this is his karma probably for his girlfriend. They eat they both eat karma right now for dinner.
Right. Right.
They
Hmm.
eating karma for dinner. Him and her. He know he put
Right.
himself. He played over, effed over that woman, and she effed over that man, and they got together, and they. No,
Yeah,
Trey,
she was
he got
glad
her
that girl.
arrested.
That's why she got pregnant because she wanted to be the first one to get him the baby. And that girl lost her baby. Hmm.
She got pregnant because she see, he's up and coming. She don't know what she will have to fall back on. She the calculation is so real. Yeah, Amber just did a video on Brianna being an abuser. If it is really good, y'all should watch it. But she's an abuser, and Ham said, I mean Troy said something last night. He said, and all those women over there, they're abusers too, and they are.
They are.
They're
They
abusers.
are.
They
They
are.
are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think she done put her foot in her mouth this time because Jonelle is really getting, man. We got men's blogging on it. I like what real talk with Pratt. You seen that last video he did? That was a good video.
Did I watch it?
Yeah, that was a good video. Real talk with Pratt just did the day I watched it.
Oh, it was
And
today. So no, I haven't seen it yet. But Miss Lisa True, she was there for Chrissy. We don't see her nowhere. Mama know what's up. She know what's up. Believe that.
girl, you know what? Ain't no way that lady ain't been there. I ain't seen that girl. And you know when she first told that lady she was pregnant, she told her Brianna, "Don't be playing me, cause that'll be my first grandkid."
Let me tell you something. The mama see everything. She just waiting on the light bulb to come on in her knucklehead son head. She see
Right.
it all. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Man, please.
I don't think
Um,
ain't no way that lady got her first grand and I ain't seen her come around to pretend or nothing. She don't want nothing to do with this, do she? Nothing.
no, she don't. She's sitting back, she watching. She probably y'all don't even probably know. She probably done typed that girl name in and seen all kind of junk. Okay, for
Yeah.
real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta go. Oh, they said Pratt. Pratt. So I'm not gonna share it because he dropped it today. So y'all go watch Real Talk with Pratt's video.
Yeah,
They
that's a good ass video. I watched that. Yeah, he did that. He did that one.
yeah,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
But it is what it is, y'all.
Yeah.
I just feel like we can't keep on. I look, I'm not mad at the people that's telling what they telling, you know what I'm saying, or exposing what he's done to her. Hey, expose it all day long. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did to Robert. But at the same time, can y'all drop Pratt's link in here? Tabby, you could drop your link. Y'all know, drop the links in here for them. But I feel like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a common denominator. She's the common denominator. You know what I'm saying? And all three of these failed relationships that hit the internet, not as much, Sleepy's not so much hit the internet because she was still, you know what I'm saying, young and her internet presence wasn't as big as it is. But I do feel like at some point people need to stop talking about these men need to take accountability. She needs to take accountability. I don't care. All that half-ass accountability, that's why she's never going to heal.
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you're saying, but they gonna we got to do John Nair because John Nair played it. John Nair, Janelle dog Robert out. They put that abuse on Robert. Janelle got the wedge just with Robert. Robert lost everything. Janelle got to lose everything. We are not letting up off Janelle. That's just she need to
and
sit
and I
down.
and I and I'm and I understand that, y'all. I do. Like I understand exactly that, right? But at the same time, like people keep saying, don't talk about her. Why? She needs to be talked about. Every lie that she told, and it's no lie. You know, you got people like Felicia, you got people like Neo speaking out of turn, and she don't know what's going on. She don't know what it is. And this is what she needs to do. This is what she needs to listen to. She needs to do the footwork and stop playing that damn game on live.
You
We're gonna
know
talk
what,
about her
Keisha?
another
You
day.
are so right. It's a lot of people said I've been since Felicia and them been breaking this shit down. Y'all been breaking down. A lot of people said, "Ooh, we ain't hear that. We ain't know that she did this." I'm looking in group chats and everybody typing. They didn't know this. They ain't heard this. It is something new to them. And you're right. It's a lot of people ain't hear all this stuff. They them people over there was hiding it from people like they hide it from Queen Fee. They were hiding this shit from Queen Fee.
And then you know, like it's like this. You looking at this video that I didn't finish, but let me see who page this was. This was a guy called Chicago Reacts. But looking at this video, it's like, damn, you know, I didn't pay that much attention to it because we might actually showed this video on one of her lives. And you gonna catch that she was actually having, you know, relations with the deacon, the church man. You're gonna catch that she was already sleeping with Janelle. You know what I'm saying? So she had a plan. She wanted out of there. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to go be worldly. It's simple as that. She wanted to be a hoe.
After she got her body built and everything up, it was over, huh?
Yep, it was over.
They
It
closed, baby. They closed for the day. They closed for the day.
Yes, she was planning on RA's cancer being her way out. Survived, and Jai used his ex's miscarriage as a way out. Both of them abandoned their lovers at the most vulnerable moments. They did, and it sucks because they're actually dealing. Brianna, it she hates abandonment. She don't like feeling rejected. She don't like feeling abandoned, but she did the very thing, and she knows she did it, and she's suffering for it right now, regardless if people really want to understand it or not, or believe she's suffering. She's suffering. She's
Yeah.
paying for it.
Not
And
talking
I'm
about
sorry
her
it had to
kids.
be, I'm sorry it had to be at the hands of a man, but at the end of the day, we all grown here. Baby, you could speak things right on into existence, and that's what she did.
And talking about something, she growing and everybody falling. Baby, you ain't growing, you falling. You falling. And that man and that Jock gonna leave her ass, trust me. And she ain't gonna do Jock like she did Robert with them children, cause Jock mama them gonna take them damn children.
And there you go. I was trying not to say it when I was saying the mama sitting back watching, but see, they think, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but you hear them say, "Oh, and well, you know, when they was talking about Brina, even my husband is Jamaican too, but when they was talking about Brina, they was saying, "Oh, and he Jamaican, yeah, he whooping, yeah, that's what they say them Jamaicans do." Oh, but them Jamaican mamas play with them if you wanna. Play
Mm-hmm.
with 'em. Miss Patricia sitting back. She's sitting back, baby. She probably already got the paperwork drew up. Play with them.
Mm-hmm. You right. They don't play, baby. I know for a fact, cause I deal with a lot of them. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So she's a smart cookie. Believe that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, she gonna get it tenfold. You think you could play with people kids? People will play with yours too. Hmm. It happened to
Mm-hmm.
mine for real.
Well, let me drop down because I'm finna cut the car on. I know it's gonna fall anyway. All
Okay, I'm
right.
about to actually get off.
All
I thought
right. This
I
a
was
good
gonna get off
line.
early because I thought Amber was gonna go live, but she didn't get
Your page might get struck, baby, because you got.
I can I can go edit that out. So it ain't nothing.
Oh,
It ain't
okay.
nothing to a G.
All right. I'm gonna drop
All right,
that.
Mr.
All
Carter,
right.
thank
All
you,
right.
baby.
All right.
Yeah, y'all. It is what it is. What goes up must come down, baby. Hmm. Um, Leah Rowe asked the question, y'all. She said, is there anyone in the chat that was formerly a Brianna supporter that stopped supporting her because of the resurfaced videos? I don't know if but yes, I'm sure I saw one. But if she want to speak, she can. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. I didn't know because I had so many things. Because today they was acting up out here, letting it all out. If y'all haven't seen, can somebody drop Dawn link, please? Drop Amber's link. Amber did a good video today showing that she is an abuser. And there's plenty. I got you. I read it right for you, Lero. I know what you meant, but absolutely, SC. But you know, Dawn gonna give it to you. She gonna give it to you, uncut and raw, baby. And drop that link for her so they could go watch. Cause Leah Rowe, were you a supporter of Brianna's? There's Dawn link, y'all. Please catch that link. Dawn did a live today, but she has other receipts on her page. If y'all would like to, if there you go, Special K. You better tell them she got the receipts and all. I had some of that to actually show today, but go over there and support our girl, our sister. She said, I love all Amber videos and the music be on point. Yeah, it was a good video. I was gonna show it too. But let's just go support Amber. Can somebody drop Amber's video in here? I mean live. Sorry, link. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank the people that joined the panel. But Miss Lisa, you ain't catch that link today. Girl. But it is what it is. I just feel like we cannot. Oh yeah, Veniful. Hey, Veniful. There's one, Leah. She said I was a supporter of hers, and the lies she told I can't. And Leah said she was actually one, Veniful. She said I was for one day, and when she came to the end about that firearm. Don't forget my two had one too, Krisha. Drop my two. I've been told my two and Tabby them to drop their link. They in here. Drop it. Who? Oh, damn. Let me do this real quick. Hold on.
You know what they say too?
Let me stop breathing hard for Tabby be like, you was moaning.
Stop breathing hard for Tabby.
Okay, Special K, you could drop it now. You could do it and it's gonna turn blue. But yeah, so that's what I'm just saying. Like, I know Jonelle, he did physically abuse her. The other ones, we don't have no evidence of that. But I still just feel like this little girl is running around because that's what she is. She's a little girl. She's not a grown woman. And at the end of the day, she can't just keep. I mean, I wouldn't want it to be. I don't have kids, but even if I did, I wouldn't want it to be my son, my cousin, my brother. Like, no, this has got to stop somewhere. I don't think she'll ever stop. I don't think she'll ever stop. And I'm sorry. I just feel like she gonna ruin them children, and that's bad. That's bad. And it's so surreal to me because I had a mother like her. And that's terrible. She don't know. Like, you don't never want your kids to see you that distraught over a man that you can't even be a mom. You know what I'm saying? And then when he come right back in, you're just happy all over again. Like, you can't live life without him. That's weird. Like, you go so far as wanting to take yourself out of here about a ninja, about men, not remembering that you got these now 6 little humans that need you. Like, it ain't that much needing a man in the world for me. I'm sorry. I I'm not playing with y'all today. I haven't even seen it. K Renee, me too, baby. I saw it. It is what it is. I never believed it. Not even on day one. I never believed it. I just know some of the actions they just didn't fit. They didn't fit. Wow, bring back supporting man sharing his music. I heard that, Tina. But that's y'all. Please go look up and just. I'm telling you, y'all gonna come back and y'all gonna say yes, it's true. Like that is for spite. Okay, she's playing main stuff for spite because right now she pissed at Felicia because can somebody drop fees link in here? So she is SC mine too. Unfortunately, but she's pissed at Felicia right now because Felicia been putting it out there and she don't like it because Leah Rowe, Felicia is an ex supporter of hers that didn't know a lot. That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And now she do. And now her eyes is wide open and Brianna don't like that. And she knows that Felicia doesn't like Maine because if y'all don't know, Maine is a registered PEDO. Okay. So that is why she's doing that. And if you go look up malignant narcissist, you will see that is the name of their game. They do these things, they exploit things, people, and they do everything they do, every step they take is to hurt another person. And that's what she thinks she's doing. But she's hurting herself because you're constantly showing people that you support a PEDO, a registered one. He has to register every year. Maybe we need to refresh the memory of, because it's real deep and she knows it and she knows what he did. So it is what it is. Let her go out like a sucker. That's on her. Brie only hurting herself. Exactly. That's all I'm saying, Brandy. And that shit on black and white. Black and white. So let thank you. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Both channel links has been dropped. Okay, yeah, Queen Fee does have 2 channels. So yes, she's probably trying to trigger Felicia by posting main new song. That's what she's doing. That's what she's doing. But see, and that's why I said she don't think things all the way through. Because all you gonna do is make Fee go live and talk about you and Maine together. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna show you supporting a pedo, and she got the paperwork. Like, why do you do that? You put yourself out there for dumb shit. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. And then that. Okay, I'm gonna just be nice. Neo X. She believes these people. Matter of fact, she believes we demons. She believes we demons. But you got this one who they going so hard to cover up abuse for. You got this one who's over there sharing a pedo, something you claim you hate. But we demons. Girl, get out of here. For real. And I was gonna play that and talk about what she did on Ashley Chat's live, but I'll probably do that another day this week. Tabby is doing Wind Down Wednesday. I don't know if she told y'all what wine to buy. Tabitha. Sharing his post ain't nothing to lose sleep over. You all getting the message out. So if you wasn't, they wouldn't be That's why they so mad right now. Cause and I said this the other day, I don't like to hear myself play back. Like, I won't watch this live that I just did unless I just absolutely have to, because I don't like hearing myself play back. And like, that's what's happening now. They so mad. They don't like hearing they self play back, and they don't like the truth coming out of their own mouth. You know what I'm saying? The real truth, when they was, telling the truth. Which is very, very slim. and they don't like it played back. So that's why they so mad. SC said, what is the song about? She gave 500 to Blade is crazy. Yeah, she said that's for her and her wife or girlfriend. I don't know if they married yet. Okay, Tabitha. Live. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Thank you so much. Beneful, like a braid been snatched out. It really looks like that. So does she got a bald spot? Because just like this the third person that said this. She got a bald spot on her head, but you could tell right now. Truth be told, you could tell right now. Some wrong. Some ain't right in the house. You could tell. And then she don't even know. She didn't put her business out here so much. You could tell when something is wrong in her household. Sick. Bree want attention on her per usual. That's why she posted main song again. Oh, is it the old song? We need to say Ja ass putting his hands on a woman. He a bitch ass. No, but it's gonna be sweet for me. Sweet red wine sneak up on me. I'm finna drink some tonight. I was actually off today, Latte. So I'm about to Latte, I hope you're doing good, babes. They can't argue with the words they said. No, they can't. They can't argue. And I keep telling people, like, you will know. You will see who they respond to. And not saying that some of the people they respond to or the people that they respond to not telling the truth, but they're never going to respond to the facts. They want to respond to somebody saying they ugly, somebody saying they this, somebody saying they that. But baby, when them facts come out and they don't want to respond. The big stepper now doing Facebook skits with Country Wayne. That is the same as doing Tubi Hulu in the acting world. Not a big flex. Well, that could be one reason why they really into it right now. If y'all really want to think about it, because you know that that video is out there that he did with Country Wayne, and them comments. Ooh, wait. Let me just say that them comments. And I think that's why she put an old boy up to make Ja mad. What I mean, that would be so stupid of her. Like, them twins faces coming next. Watch. We seen one. If I don't know if it's twins, but we have seen one. Is it a spot like a piece of hair? It's a spot like a piece of hair missing. Ooh. What? like that. Look at my nosy self. Where is it, y'all? She's actually crashing her own channel out promoting him. But go ahead, girl. Go off, sis. Go off. I've been going back to previous videos of her and you don't see that a braid is missing. They probably... I'm trying to remain occupied and keep my husband occupied. He's truly hurting right now. Well, we are still praying for you. And your husband and y'all family. They have no defense. Their response is to attack how you look, what size you are, where you live, you broke, your husband beat you, your kids ugly, you broke, you going through foreclosure. Might I go on? Is it payday on YouTube today? What's today's date? I don't even know. The 21st. It's close, ain't it? Country Wayne declined Bree. Remember she tried to get him, but he told her he doesn't do married women. He declined on her. I mean, y'all know she said, I was like baffled. Like this girl said, you just not doing extras in a movie and not having no words. Ma'am, we didn't hear you have no words in Country Wayne skits, babe. I thought a cat had your tongue. You didn't say nothing. Fendi, stop. The 21st. Is payday on YouTube? Oh, Amber said, yeah. Amber, let me hold some. Big stepper. Let me see. I don't see how her so-called supporters is not speaking on it about the hair that's recent. Jennifer, you cannot get over that hair, that bald spot. You gonna have to we're gonna have to find this because you cannot get over that bald spot. Well, you know, and you probably heard it, Jennifer. I told you, I be trying to figure out how to say this, but Captain did say once an abuser, always an abuser. That's what she said. The captain said that. She said once abuser, always an abuser. So I mean, you know, does that just apply to who she wants to be an abuser? The recent video of her spazzing out with the light blue on. Okay, I'm gonna go watch it. Remember Mario? Well, yeah, like in that video while I was playing Latte, basically somebody asked her about Mario, but then she started talking about after the church man, she started talking about him. She started talking about Mario, and then she went to talking about Ja. Is Janelle Payday from Sugar Mama? Period. Don't let her hear you say that, Lisa, because when I remember she was crying. Somebody, did you call me your sugar mama? I got that video too. Yo, sugar mama. I was like, ooh, Amber drop me on. I know, right? Big Tamma. She gonna mess around and get that pack. Ooh, ooh, shit. Y'all remember Country Run Play Drop It Low? Shit, Sherelle was just dancing to Drop It Low. Let's stop playing on the stage with what's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. 70 myself. Oh my God. Hopefully we make it there, Am. What's the other girl say? She's gonna mess around. Oh Lord. I ain't saying that with y'all. I'm not gonna say that. Y'all telling y'all, Veniful in that ball spot, she is stuck. She said, it ain't right, something ain't right. But now y'all, I'm gonna be honest, you know, sometimes, well, I mean, dang, y'all gonna tell me she ain't had no babies, but y'all know sometimes they say y'all lose hair or something and the teeth get real tender and stuff when y'all have babies. Maybe that's what's going on. I hope that's what's going on. Yes, you gonna always come through, Terry. Yep, she was dancing at LaQuanda's comedy show. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Show your girl some love. But I'm about to get out of here. Y'all go catch Dawn live that she did earlier. Cause sis don't be playing. And we gonna ride out. I appreciate everybody for coming. Of course. Which part, Veniful? Which part? Later, Latte. Thank you for coming, babes. I'm finna take y'all up out of here. Everybody can say their good nights or where they going next. Where we going next? All right, y'all. I'm finna get out of here. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Let's go watch Queen Step. And I'll see y'all next time. Good night.